hello, hello, it's Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because I gave Sam 3 options and he was like, yeah.
Oh, it might boot you out to this every time, actually. I'm
We'll
not
see.
positive.
We're above the capital city, okay?
Sonic's about to kill some guys.
But yeah, like, why? I'm West the Explosion, you're Sam the Rogueman,
Yeah.
and yeah, I gave you like 3 things we could play. I thought we were doing Battle Network 5 again, and you're like, hey, what are we doing? And I'm like, well, Battle Network 5, Sonic Adventure 2, or Star Fox Adventure. Okay, we'll do Sonic again.
It was the best
You've been
game
having
on the
so
list.
much trouble.
Sonic's got all his bracelets on.
Yeah? Yeah, so I guess I'll just have all the upgrades, which is fine. Probably.
Including Magic Hand.
Yes, I will use that all of the time.
It's decent. It's just you gotta cycle through like 8 other options to get there.
I'll cycle so fast.
You have to wait for it. It's very slow.
I
And then-
do need to know how to actually... It's been so long, I probably should have... I couldn't really practice or set anything up because you've been borrowing this from me for the past... I want to say at least 2 years. And then I give Christy crap. I'm like, oh yeah, no, you've had my stupid, dumb copy of Sword and Shield that I don't want to play ever. Okay, how do I... Okay, that's what I want to do to grind. Well,
You don't
to
need
drift.
brakes.
Eh,
Max trickage points.
I'll get enough. Oh, I hit the brake instead of jump. That's my bad. But I'm just playing. It's fine.
That's your best friend.
Wait a sec.
Like,
Okay, I don't
if you want animals for your buddy,
care too much. Okay, what is the... It is B.
everything is B. We ran out of buttons.
Who's that guy on the Chaotix team?
Espio?
The joke was Charmy B. Who needs a stupid... Oh, I didn't see that other one coming. But who needs a stupid board?
What does he need a board for?
Well, he had it in the first part is more what I meant. Oh, I was going fast enough.
Oh, I thought you were saying Charmy needs a board. Since I don't think Charmy is in Sonic If you want to lean the opposite
So-
direction. And B speed more fun.
I think I was holding it, but it's fine. No!
Never
So-
get the perfect score.
I'm pretty sure I've already gotten A's on, like, not nearly as many as you, but, like, enough of them, right? We can skip that. Oh. But yeah, no, this is so much better than 1. Maybe I'll regret saying that in like 30 minutes or whatever, but so far it is so much better than 1. Also, like, what is your goal here, by the way?
What
Oh,
do you mean?
that's where the magic hand is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, do you want me to play through all of the freaking Sonic games until I can just be like, I love him or I hate him?
This was just the most fun option on the list.
Yeah, I just mean... Oh yeah, I should have just stayed straight. I just mean, we've been playing an awful lot of Sonic.
They're great games.
Some of them are. You don't even play like the 2D ones, I don't think.
No.
I think
not
you really only play this game.
Yeah.
Yep, it's time for Big Rig. I do need to get better at like the grinding, but...
Yeah, you got time. As long as you got it down by the time you get to the final run. Because
I'll
that
keep that
level's
in
like
mind.
90% rails.
Is that the...
Yeah.
Okay.
The game gets considerably less fun in space.
I don't remember hating it too much, but still.
And we're going to Chow Garden.
I guess we are. And then we'll see if it kicks me out.
See.
Just made it.
When I first started playing this game, I got ease. I don't care.
When I first started, the game was like, you're bad at the game. But then you get better.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do here. I have not seen any. They're all dead.
They do die. Is that him? Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Dark blue over there. I guess you shouldn't pick him up with Sonic if he's becoming evil. Oh, he's turning nice. He looks very disinterested. He didn't even get a name.
Yeah, he probably didn't. Oh wow, I got like nothing.
You got a lot of just random
Whoops.
baby. There's Chang.
I don't think I actually knew how to name any of these guys. I think I just was like random. So that's the game. I think like I just want to see something. Actually, I could check my medals.
I think that's how you are 1-7.
Well, I mean specifically if I beat a bunch of these that you did not.
Who is that? Stupid!
Stupid.
I don't think that was a preset name. You figured it out just to name someone stupid.
Maybe I did. Huh, only 11 on stamina, but everything else is just like...
That's because they have to want to eat. The rest you can just be like, here's stuff. And food, it's like, I will eat 1 mango every real 24 hours. It takes me 3 mangoes to get 1 level. And it's like, okay. I'll just wait for you to want to eat a mango.
Yeah, I think I've beaten this before, but we're gonna see.
We'll find out how strong JoJo is. This hard or the one after hard?
This is super.
Not crunch. Oh.
He doesn't care. Yeah, I wanted to name him like Bobo, I think.
And you're like,
Just like a
JoJo.
big tough guy name, and I was just like random JoJo. That's close enough.
It's only 2 letters off and they're the same letter. Wacky's mad.
Wacky is smoking some tobacco. Aye.
Well,
I just wanted you to see this, because I think, like, what are you stuck at? Hard or super?
super. I beat hard. I'm on super.
But you barely beat hard, right?
Yeah. It just takes a lot of time.
I just wanted you to see what it looked like about 100 freaking hours in. Just I, Crystal. I'm one with the universe.
Oh, Crystal's not taking as much damage. Oh, but could not hit the broadside of a barn.
Are you calling my child broad?
They just did like a whole kick to hit like the whole area in front of them. And
They have tiny
missed.
legs. They have tiny legs. I think I do recall JoJo destroying this, though.
It's the guy from the last game, almost.
He's evil. If he's a water elemental, why does he have a fire?
Angel was a little slow on the update.
Anyway, you just need to see that this is peak performance. It's like watching you, because you did yours all carefully and everything, and I'm just like, I'll feed mine literally everything. Flash! Oh!
He's the strongest child ever. Oh.
No, he can bring it back. No! JoJo, no!
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Huh.
It's coming down to the wire, folks. Which small child will bloody the other small child?
Oh, I think I won.
It's a nail biter. Oh, yeah, he got bored.
Oh,
It's a good
There you go.
thing he had a whopping 10 stamina from those mangoes.
yup.
He did it.
He is a god.
with a pumpkin on his head.
Yeah, that's like... I do like that dumb little thing. Okay. Well, I guess this means that we don't need to do Chow Garden anymore.
You have to raise up Stupid. He could be the
I
successor.
could raise up Stupid. No, that was preordained.
He was just hanging out in the pool. Oh no, it does just let you keep going. Fantasy Star Online.
Oh my god, I forgot that existed. Holy crap! I just made a connection. Planet of Chaos. Well, Planet Chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did. They were aliens, Sam. They knew.
I didn't know.
Well, what do you mean you didn't know they're aliens?
I thought he was just a goofy guy. I didn't know where he came. Is Sonic an alien?
Do you not remember? We played through Frontiers and they're like,
Oh yeah, but those guys are different.
Oh yeah, they just look exactly like Chaos.
I guess.
And they're goofy.
Yeah.
And have connections to the Chaos Emeralds. No, it was another slime monster from Sonic with those exact stretchy proportions. You can tell they're different because Chaos has a brain.
Sega's had the whole story planned out the entire time.
Well, either that or Ian Flynn did, and they're like, would you like to write this? He's like, give me a moment to think about it. And he pulls out like his just notebook. And notebooks full of his like personal headcanon and fan fiction. He's like, my time has come. You know what? I think I will take the job, Team Sonic. Oh my gosh. I'm going to build a government for this. Yes, because they're racist in this game. I think
They don't see color.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Huh. And like the thing is, they keep on popping up too. Like, how quick do they think Sonic manages to regrow his chest hair and frickin', you know, dye his tips?
Maybe Sonic and like they think he's disguising himself. They're like, he dyed his quills, he grew some chest hair, put in some contacts.
Well, he goes back and forth, right? And some of these changes aren't the sort of thing that a simple wardrobe change would frickin' do.
Containing the ultimate power.
I mean, essentially, no, it's science now, remember?
I guess. It's like crystal healing, but real.
Are you saying that it's not? I actually had some friends that were into that sort of thing.
I don't know if Crunch and Topaz makes you happier, generally. But you do you.
Yeah, I guess as long as you're not hurting anybody.
As long as you aren't throwing the gems at people, you're A-okay.
Oh, that's good. Chaos Soda. They kind of steal this in Sonic Forces. Where Infinite shows up and they're like, oh, he's moving faster than me! How could you do it?
Shadows.
I mean, I guess this isn't like the worst trope that they could steal from this game. And there's worse games they could be stealing from too. And it's their own game, so is it really stealing?
Now you get to play one of my favorite levels.
Go! You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine.
Ma'am, this is Wendy's.
You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos
Sonic.
Emerald.
Or Knuckles is explaining.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad trope. It's a little weird when they're like, so anyway, this is like our 12th game. Allow me to explain this to you who have been here the entire time. But when it's like a character that is not familiar with things and they're just like, oh, well,
This is how it works.
this is, and it's one of those like, oh, well, thanks for catching everyone up to speed in a way that makes sense, right?
Sonic has amnesia.
So anyway, Angel Island's gonna fall again.
Yeah, that's okay.
She looks a little enamored there, doesn't she? Until she starts choking him. It's like, hot damn. But yeah,
If it's in pieces, I
Like, I swear,
And by the way, that's not your emerald.
you know what book, like, really does that, though?
To the base.
I guess it's 2 books.
No.
The Jurassic Park ones.
Never.
I despise
Yeah, they're going around, there's all these big scary dinosaurs, and you got, like, these paleontologists and everything, people who are, like, experts in the field, and then they'll just have, like, 2 children along, and they're like, well, please allow me to explain this in a very dumbed down version, and it's one of those, like, well, that works for that, but at the same time, you're like, the most dangerous creatures who ever lived. Oh, the kids got away, the kids outwitted the frickin' Velociraptor, yup.
That Velociraptor opened it.
But it's like even worse in the book. Like I think I've talked to you about the books before, right?
I think. I guess we didn't know.
I didn't not mean to do it. I'm figuring it out. Okay.
Got so many points from you.
That's
I
fine.
believe so.
That's fine. Well,
There's a
Knuckles.
few spots you can be in this area. Either up on that little ledge.
What the heck?
That guy has it.
Screw you. But yeah, like I thought the first Jurassic Park book was crap, and yet it's like one of these greatly lauded pieces because it's like, oh, I think it went straight from nothing to frickin' yellow. I'm not
Green.
supposed to be able to dig yet, am I?
Nope.
So it's not gonna be in anything.
You get digging claws, I believe. in
I
the
was
opening
punching, I
segment
thought.
Of pumpkin. It?
Okay. I'll take
So
you.
next level, I believe.
But yeah, what was I?
It's probably in the guy up here.
Oh, the guy?
It's closer.
This Gaia?
Yeah.
Wow, in the same spot
That was
twice.
Perfect.
Busted my chops. But yeah, no, there's like there's so many things that are like contradictory in like the first Jurassic Park book that I actually find it pretty stupid. Well, they'll be like, oh well, you know, the T-Rex, they're like big and powerful. They'll kill a thing and then they'll just like sleep off the meal, right? And you don't really bother, you know, like, and they don't really bother with it or anything. Like, they don't really bother going after anything else until they're hungry again, right? And then they, like, sneak by the frickin' T-Rex, and the T-Rex wakes up and starts chasing them, and they're like, yeah, the T-Rex, since it's so powerful, it doesn't really go out of its way for food, like, too much. It's not, like, that aggressive, especially against, like, I don't even remember all of it. I just remember it was one of those things where it's like, logically, the T-Rex should not be fucking bothering because they're tiny things and it just ate, right? But it stalks them for ages and the whole time it's like, I see it. And the whole time they're like, oh, well, the T-Rex, it's super powerful and scary and one of the most dangerous creatures ever, you know, that ever lived. And it's one of those, like, the injured man bringing along 2 children, all 3 of them continue to evade this, the strongest thing that ever lived. You're so powerful, it is the greatest hunter, da 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 da. And it's one of those, like, and like, I get it from a narrative stance, right? It would be very upsetting if the T-Rex consumed the child, right? I would be very upset. So, I get it. It's just dumb, that's all I'm saying. Where's stupid?
I think he was behind. Isn't he like, doesn't he have a big old pot on his head? Oh, it's a beanie. He's got a beanie.
You got something against beanies?
No, I thought it was a pot.
So how do I...
You have to very carefully position yourself in a way so that when you drop it, he picks it up, but he does not pick it up at like a certain elevation or he's gonna
I need you to get the dragon. It's the most powerful thing that ever lived. But yeah, I probably have some stuff that you don't, though, just because I had the Game Boy games, right?
Oh, yeah.
You little son of a bitch. You really...
I don't even have a name, so I can't remember your crimes, but I'll know.
Anyway, yeah, no. Like, 'cause if you're interested.
Maybe, because you get exclusive Chow, and I think some useful stuff for raising Chow from it.
Yes. You get the little Einsteins toys, so they become very smart.
It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong.
I would like to blow it up.
Kinda, I guess. I
Still can't believe that Sonic.
I wonder if that was supposed to be one of those things where he was like on the frickin', you know, cutting edge of technology. I heard about it on satellite TV. That's right, a TV that gets signal from space. Satellites? What circles a, you know, body? You know, like a massive mass into space? I kind of lost it there, but you get what I mean.
Now you get the Mac. Oh, next time you fight Eggman, it'll be really annoying.
I think I beat that for you, didn't I?
No. Maybe when I was like really little on like.
I kind
Christy
of
and
think
I's
we
joint
streamed
file.
this, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid, and da da da, and you couldn't beat it. And I think I'm just like, let me try it, and I think I got it in like 1 or 2 tries.
Yeah, it's very RNG heavy.
I think there's a few tricks to it, but him having defense whereas you don't
But
is a little busted. Can you just get hit? I have trackers.
Big thing is
Teabag.
which specials he uses and when he uses them. That's like almost not entirely up to RNG. There's like little windows that he can do it in, but if he keeps getting early windows, and he could just kill you.
Well, we'll see. I'm pretty sure I emasculated you though.
Time I'll let you go.
But I've
Next time we
definitely
meet,
I don't
you won't
remember
be so lucky.
We recorded it on my channel a while ago, but I didn't think we got that far. We only did
We might
like
have
2
not
episodes.
posted it. Because I think we did more. I distinctly remember you being really frustrated with it, and I'd be like, can I try? And then, you know, like, immediately beating it.
It's a very
Again?
annoying.
Hurry! I know Eggman's up to no good again. Okay.
By the way, are you digging this?
Yeah. She will not be. Well, she's playable in this if you want
Kinda.
to play multiplayer and you want a big handicap.
But can I get it to where she shows massive cleavage and she wears booty shorts?
Probably on Steam.
Oh dear lord.
There's mods for most things.
Remind me, was Rouge at least 18?
I don't.
Oh shoot, I know what I did wrong.
Out puzzle.
She's she does get, like, you know, the booty shorts.
In what?
Doesn't she? Isn't that like her secret costume? Everybody else is like, I'm
Oh,
dressed for space, and then
yeah.
she's like,
She gets like a tube top and shorts. Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough to classify it as a tube, but okay.
Eggman. Eggman's is kind of cool. He looks gangster.
I was gonna say,
But you can only use those in multiplayer.
yeah, I think it would have been fun. I don't actually.
A few are pretty easy to play. I think Sonic and Shadows are by far the hardest.
Let me guess, those of you anyone you're missing.
Yeah, I have to do one more level with Shadow and two more levels with Sonic. The 2 not fun. Well,
Your power isn't failing. You're fine.
Final Rush isn't not fun. It's mostly Crazy Gadget and Final Chase that. I might be mixing up Final Rush and Final Chase. I forget which one Shadow gets in Sonic. Shadow has the not fun Final Mission.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll take the monkey. It's a gorilla. What's the difference between a gorilla and an ape? I think we talked about that before.
I think just like general stature, right?
I don't know. I just worry
You
that
missed the
sometimes. I just worry sometimes that I'm referring to Donkey Kong as the wrong species.
It doesn't really matter because you can just hover around now. But let's just go. That will use a precious second.
I'm not doing. I do need to show you a video. It's like a little under a minute. Kinda. It's a weird... did you... Your phone's still charging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Sonic speedrunning meme. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
Maybe? I don't know.
It's Shadow criticizing speedrunners for being leftist. Wait a sec. Where is the thing for that? Do I care about the unicorn? How easy is it to
You
get?
glide backwards, I think?
Will the camera let me do that?
Yeah. Like, you won't see where you're going, that's why it's hard to get and why it's, like, secret. But I think it's
I
on
think
top
I
of that.
flubbed it.
I'm not positive.
Oh, fine. I wanted a pretty unicorn for stupid. Yeah, I don't know, like, the selected breeding, you know, give them this specific thing to play with meta.
I guess it doesn't matter if you give your child a bunch of stuff but they get a little ugly if you just put a pumpkin on their head.
Hey, I'm sure Bobo is... Well, Jojo is very handsome under there. I'm sure he's like... What was it, Jocko or whatever?
Patrolman guy?
Was it Jaga? The Danganronpa kid. Yeah, from...
Oh, Jotaro. Yeah, he's cool.
Ow.
The gay, it's like in the back corner, you're like not supposed to see it.
Now, what does this do for me?
It would have been a power up if you didn't already have it.
Oh, is this the Mystic Melody?
Maybe, I don't know.
Why did you tell me to go back there? You're like, you could do that thing that you already
I just said
did.
you could. You looked interested in it, and I was like, you could do that. That's the thing you could do.
You could have said, oh yeah, I have 79 lives, by the way. Holy crap.
Very good.
I think like the Tails and Eggman levels are the easier ones to get because it's so easy to rack up freaking combos.
Yeah, the only one that's a little hard.
good.
Cosmic Wall, if I remember correctly, it's a little hard just because you have to get some pretty good chains going, but...
Also, I thought it was really weird that they programmed in Tails being able to fly in this one.
Yeah, well, they just...
But they probably just ported it, right?
I guess, maybe. Aw, Stupid's so happy.
Well, ignorance is bliss. And I'm clipping on the oops tree. Stupid!
Take the monkey.
Well, I know that's not right. It's either a gorilla or an ape.
Monkey, gorilla, ape, same thing.
Whoops. Don't the eggshells go away after a while?
Bottom ones, not top ones, because you can use them as hats.
I guess that is true.
So
I should
really
probably
neat.
give him food though too, right?
If you want, then you just sit there watching him eat.
Are we doing the speed run? Should I not be watching him eat?
I mean, if you want to watch him eat,
That is not what I was facing, but okay. Hey. You know what? I don't care that much about feeding the rest of them.
they can starve. If you pet him, he will stop eating, I believe.
Darn it. I was worried about that.
You just have to let him go. Let him do his thing.
Did I not change the... Yeah, this will change it.
And then he looks around. He's like, it's a beautiful day to eat.
I jumped pretty high.
Yeah.
Finish it. Can I pick up TV?
He's enjoying his day.
Okay, what'll... I guess I don't interact with them, only the chows do, at their own leisure.
He ate his mango.
Okay.
You didn't want to give him another mango?
Nah. So there's 30 stages, right? 16 for Hero and 14 for Dark?
Maybe.
Huh?
Naruto, I don't
keep your
count
voice
it out.
down.
I just play the levels.
I think every character has 5 except for Sonic, which has 6, and Shadow, which has 4.
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
Oh, now you get to play.
You gotta know.
I
I'm kind
think
of
generally people are like, this is the most fun level in any Sonic game ever made.
What, are we in Steel Harbor?
I believe so.
Steel Harbor is pretty good.
Because of that fake hedgehog.
It's a little tight for its A rank, but you could do it. You have the upgrades. You can't do it if you don't have all the upgrades.
Where is it
But
now?
since you do have the upgrades, you can do it.
Do what?
Get an A rank.
No way.
I thought I had you this time.
I would rather rot in prison than date you, Amy.
That black hedgehog
Well,
here with Dr. Eggman.
she's a little pushy.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you
I think that's probably a popular ship, right?
Sonic and Amy?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, because they're like the main two.
There was, oh man, there's this one episode in Sonic Boom where Sonic gets hurt and like his rabid fanboy finds him and he puts him like, he like bandages him up and puts him in his bed, right? And he's like, we can practice reading the fan fiction I wrote. Oh, this one's a Son Amy, right? And he's like, it's not really my thing, but it's kind of obligatory in the fandom, right? We're just like, okay. I don't think I'm getting that A.
No.
Wait. There we go.
You might still be able to do it if you're really.
I don't
Now you cannot.
super care.
Oh, well, you killed yourself, so now you can.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Did you know you can skip this loop at the beginning and it saves you like a whopping 2 seconds and it kills you 90% of the time?
But that 10% though.
I never do it because it is not worth it.
Well, that's kind of jank. So how am
You
I...
point towards the enemy you wanna.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't... Whoops. That makes me very nervous.
There's another chain you can do on the left there if you want. A lot of points.
Oh, is that it?
No. Like a chain of enemies.
I guess I wasn't close enough to be hitting B. There we go. Yeah, at one point in my life, I did know how to just, like, blaze through this, right?
Mm. It's a little rough having everything that's not jump be the B button.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You get kinda used to it, but there's still, like, Pyramid Cave is still a little rough for getting A rank just because you gotta press B for a lot of things. But yeah, when you're in the homing attack thing, you point towards the enemy you want to attack.
It's not just vague and random.
Oh, are you gonna do the skip? No.
Yes, I remember that from when I was like 15.
The springs down there, they would. But if you want A rank, you have to go up to the top of the rocket.
Also, don't
Get
you
a
love how
higher
they're
handle?
don't you love how they're counting down? They're like 5, 4. I guess we'll blast off
We'll
now.
go early. There's a blue guy on the thing.
I guess we'll go. It's fine. It's cool.
Now he's skateboarding.
I don't think that's a skateboard.
It's a Sonic board.
And then you
Into
run off the
ocean.
edge. But it doesn't count because you won. Oh man, they're like, this is how many rings are in the level, and this is how many you got. Yeah, I didn't get A.
If you get every ring, you get an automatic A rank.
Really?
Regardless of your prior score.
So you
If
could
you finish with every ring.
So you could just spend a while.
Yeah. Well,
one's
not
weird, by the way,
necessarily,
isn't it?
'cause There's some rings on the top platform of the rocket, so you do have to go fast on that segment.
Faker.
Interesting.
Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Yeah, you have to do the skip, and then you have to make it up to the top.
I'll make you with those words.
Good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
That was very rude, Sonic.
I imagine that they did not cut the scene, but it was like shorter in.
I'm the coolest.
Ouch.
Oh man.
He's just standing there.
Hey, I was still bald. The ultimate cheating wiener. See, I knew he was going to be an asshole about it.
You won't even
I
get the
thought
chance.
be a gentleman in our duel. You won't be able to just attack him. Try something that'll lower his defenses. Be like, hey Shadow, you wanna go to Chipotle with me? And he's like, let me think about it. And then you sucker punch him.
So you're not just a hedgehog.
And he doesn't even get his Chipotle.
Oh man. Yeah, that one's a little awkward. But at least it's not quite as stupid as, like, literally every inter-character battle in the previous game.
Attack them. They're dead.
Did you hit the punchy button 3 times? I guess you win.
So are you gonna get Pokemon Home? They're finally doing backwards
Probably.
compatibility too, which is nice.
What do you
know if it
mean?
like,
Oh, you
can
mean I could be
transfer
like-
back?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a few times I've taken guys out and I'm like, oh man, but what if I want to like put them back there for breeding or something? Like, especially since you can't. Like, you know, if a character's not in the new game, or a Pokemon's not in the new game, you can't like bring them in there to breed a special one up.
They can also just hold your Pokemon ranks. Like
They
at,
wouldn't do
if
that.
at one point you paid for the membership and you left your Pokemon in on accident and then you stopped paying for it, then like you don't get that Pokemon back till you pay us money.
Well, yeah.
But if you want to get
They did not become the most popular media franchise in existence by giving free handouts, though.
I think the hidden ability, from what I read, is exclusively if you download the mobile version. They won't give it to you if you just have it on console.
I don't want the mobile. I don't want to ever do anything on mobile. I have no rings.
Hidden ability
Oh.
starters are a little pointless in this one though, just because of how easy it is to change abilities now.
Oh, you mean I could just be like, oh, well, here's...
Yeah, because I already did that with 2 of the starters.
Did you see that?
Yeah. So
I get an
it's-
automatic A now, right?
Yeah. So it's only like Sprigatito I would care about.
What you do today, Sprigatito?
Well, he just has a really good hidden ability that they like to slap on every starter now.
It's just 1 out of 3.
Just once in a generation. I'll probably do it, although I will.
And I know I
keep-
missed the box, by the way.
It's fine as long as you get one. There's one that you won't miss.
What if I purposefully miss it?
Well, then you'll miss it.
Okay.
But
I want
yeah, that one.
an extra life. Give me 13 rings, please. Hurry, Sonic. Just a minute. The anime hasn't been bad, by the way. I finally caught up with that. The main character is fairly clever.
You say that was stupid.
I mean, he was very good at battling, and he was a little naive. Like, if Liko was in the previous anime, she would not be getting fooled by Team Rocket's disguises literally every episode. She has actual guile. Like, there's... Like, these bad guys show up and they're like, okay, well, here's a note from your grandmother. Get your super secret magical pendant and come with us. And Sprigatito just starts hissing at this guy, right? And she says to, she says to Sprigatito, she's like, don't do that, that's rude. And it's one of those, like, well, clearly Sprigatito's right here, right? And
Cats
you're ignoring
are never just mean to people.
and you're ignoring him. So therefore, well, did I fuck up?
No, there's a spring right there.
Is there? And then she goes, like, in her room, and she's like, what kind of crap is this? Get my pendant and go with you, random person I've never seen before. And she, like, so she pretends to go along, like she's agreeing to it, and then sneaks off, and I'm like, yeah,
Too easy.
that's pretty smart. You said an automatic A.
I just wanted to.
I know. But yeah, no, there's been like a few times where she's been fairly clever about things though, like that.
I'll probably get home eventually. I'm keeping my almost complete collection in Gen 5 though.
Okay.
Because I'm under the impression that games will probably not be getting better anytime soon.
I wouldn't be that pessimistic.
I just don't think they're ever gonna hit that level. I think they're that kid that peaked in high school, but only for the rest of eternity.
I keep on trying to pick up. There we go. I think they've been making some pretty good strides. Maybe they're not quite where we want them to be yet, but I think they're making good strides. Also, I think Quaxley gets to do stuff next episode, so that's very important. Also, I think one character... Like, I haven't seen anybody talking about this, but I might just not be in the right fan groups, right? But, like, I think one of the main characters, or, like, the supporting cast, is a renegade Nurse Joy.
Oh, that guy was hungry. He just started eating on his own.
There's this, like, they're on this ship, right? Like, Liko's grandmother apparently... No, I think it was her mom. Hired, like, this group who, you know, their leader, his main Pokemon is a Pikachu and a Charizard, so cool, you know. But, you know, like, she hired this group to, like, bodyguard her, so they're on, like, this flying airship, and one of them is this woman with, like, pink hair, right? It's not quite the shade of a Nurse Joy. That island blew up.
That's where you are on the time limit.
But her main Pokemon is a Chansey. She serves pretty much as like the Pokemon doctor on the ship, right? And at one point they run an errand to the Pokemon Center and she makes Liko go in to actually pick the crap up and then takes it from her once she gets out. So it was one of those, like, you were purposely avoiding that.
Is she
Sure
named
feels
after
hot.
the
She's
TV
named
show?
Molly.
No, Liko. Is she named after the cartoon with the kind of ugly animation?
I don't know. All I know is that... Is this where I got the digging mitts?
Yep.
Sometimes it kind of sounds like Rico, but I don't know.
I think it's either digging mitts or like the hard punchy gloves. Although I think it is digging mitts because some of the gems you apply. If it's below you, it'll give you a green
Yeah, I
exclamation.
know. I
Or
wanted to
red
dig. I'll do this dance. Who buries something behind a grave? Oh,
Oh, it wasn't even buried.
yeah, okay, that's
It was
bad
just
on me.
hanging out back there.
Yeah, I don't know. They're also giving like a lot of hinty type stuff though towards like the turtle legendary.
Tortuga or something? No.
Isn't Tortuga the Gen 5 fossil?
Yeah, I forget what its name is. It's something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's closer.
It's close.
Down.
Right, that way.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Is Ruby an A rank?
Well, it's gonna depend on whether I fly in the right direction or not.
Yeah.
This is one big area. But yeah, I don't know. So there is a part of me that's just sad that they're not just doing an adaptation of the games because the story was like actually pretty decent this time, right? Okay, fine. It's at least better than the standard. It was better than Galar by a country mile. I don't know what's so special about the miles from the countries, but I'm not gonna get it.
I don't think Galar set a very high bar.
Yeah, no, they lowered the frickin' bar. They were just like, listen, you people made fun of all the crap we did with Sun and Moon way too much. Sam, where is it?
I just go through each island, like down the top. There's usually a rocket that'll take you to the top, and you can just try to scope it out. There's Church, Pumpkin, and Train, I believe.
Okay.
It could also just be on one of those outside.
That's real fair.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not worried about the A rank, you could use a computer.
I might, just because it's not even like about the A rank at this point, because I think I already missed it, right?
King of the Hill. Try going to the top of the
Is this pumpkin?
Yeah, it's not up here. And this is like the highest point. You already checked church?
I thought I did. I thought I checked like kind of everywhere. No, no, I fell. Wait. That looks vaguely like Gengar.
I'd try going train. It's like up on the top platform. Train.
Where?
You got a key up and to your left.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's not over. Yeah, it's probably just on an outskirt pumpkin. Maybe look for the highest one.
Let's see. Under the car that fires a cannon?
Oh, it might be one of those little enemies that, you know? Like they have the little cannon that shoots grenades. Like, they got wheels.
I don't know. I just feel like I've gone everywhere at least once. And it's just like, no, not really though.
Yeah. Oh, there is, one of the pumpkins on the outskirts does have an enemy on it. That's the tank with the cannon on it. Do not ask me which one, I do not know.
That's what I was about to ask you, actually.
It might be this one. Yep, that one has one. And there it is.
It's closer. I found
Well, that was dumb.
Yeah.
They're the best missions and then it's RNG bullcrap. What happened, Sega?
I think it's fun if you're. Oh, you still. Yeah, it's generous. This one's pretty generous, just because it is so spaced out.
I clicked like 2 computers.
Yeah.
The
The first 2 you got fairly quickly, though.
Yeah. When they weren't put in a bullshit place.
They want you to explore.
Hey, stupid! You still haven't... Aye. So you're not going with us to see Guardians tomorrow, though?
I'm at work.
Oh. Well, would you have seen it otherwise?
I might see it when it comes out on DVD or something.
Fine. Be like, hey, it was good or bad.
Yeah, because my time off is kind of limited right now.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
go to the gym in the morning, and then I go to work until late at night.
The Eggman song.
Oh, it's the creepy
Oh, I think
girl.
they're done.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how 3D worked back then. But,
now witness the beginning of the greatest
I think I saw something where it was like, this end scene, and you know, cinema's dead, and this end scene from Guardians 3 proves it, or something like that. It's one of those, like, well, 1, Guardians is in cinema, so I guess it hopes not, and 2, didn't Super Mario movie just make literally all the money in the world?
And Zelda is the best-selling Zelda since Zelda.
Well,
So
to be
that's
fair,
cool.
pretty much every game that has come out has, you know, like in a series has been the best one in the series, right? Like selling wise, right?
Not in fire. That one is all over the place.
Well, that's kind of a weird series.
He peed on the moon.
No, that was the end. That was the end. He was saving us preemptively. 24 hours. And then they're just kind of like, huh,
Hanging out.
that was weird.
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
I don't know
know.
if I'd call him a creep.
To harness all that energy.
He's not nice, but he's not creepy.
Chaos Emerald.
I think in the Japanese version of Sonic X, he makes a comment about Rouge's chest. Is he a creep now?
Maybe.
Okay,
But that's only in Japan.
I can use
fair enough.
There's a lot of differences between America and Japan. Usually.
Yeah. Makes me wonder whether I should ask you about the Mega Man thing I was going to talk about, or if I should ask you about the Eggman thing that I just thought of.
Has Eggman been a creep multiple times?
Well, no, I might even, like, asked you this before, but do you think Eggman's kind of cool?
I don't know if I'd say cool. He's built like a lollipop.
How dare you say that? He is the peak of masculinity.
He does bad stuff a lot.
I think he's like a good villain.
And it's not like cool. I guess it's kind of cool bad stuff. Peeing on the moon's pretty rad.
There's, I probably have told you this before, but there's like this one VTuber that she's played a lot of the Sonic games, and she actually became like, you know, a brand ambassador, I believe, right?
Oh, you made? Oh no, you didn't make it.
I was like, I can stop just short. I keep on forgetting that I need to. Yeah, because I think when I was playing Mega Man X7 last, Axel works the opposite way. So I had to train myself to do it the other way, and now I'm training myself back. But like, I want to say it was Frontiers or something, or it was, no, I think it was actually the Colors remake. She got to like do a special preview event thing, right? And like Eggman showed up, and she's like, "Oh, he's so cool." And they're like, "What?" You know, the people hosting the event. Should I go back? No.
For what?
But
Oh,
maybe
Chow
the
box.
box. They're like, he's the bad guy. And just, you know. And it's one of those like, no, I kind of agree with her. I think he's a pretty good villain.
Wasn't that a remake that was considered worse than the original?
At least on Switch. Couldn't tell you why.
Yeah, I didn't look into it because I already had the game.
I'll do it if I really like the game and it's like more convenient, especially. Because my gosh, you know how difficult it would be to freaking, you know, like
Set up the Wii. Gotta plug it in.
I meant more like I was gonna go Battle Network. Because I could have rebought all of the games on Wii U, right? Yeah, I screwed that up really badly. I don't even know why. It was like, I did not comprehend that that thing was there. But anyway, whatever I was saying is just having like all of them in a format I can record very easily. That itself was like worth the price of admission for freaking, you know, like the Battle Network collection. BBA?
Visual Boy Advance. The emulation stuff.
That sounds illegal. You wouldn't
Yo.
be suggesting I do anything illegal, would you?
But speaking of which, I bought Persona 4 Portable, the remake. Which
Wait,
is...
you mean Persona 3 Portable?
Yeah, Persona 3 Portable.
I just wanna, I'm not trying to be a smartass, I just wanna make sure
Yeah.
we're on like the same page here.
Just because I want to support the game. I like Atlas. The remake's worse than both versions, and that's even coming off of them picking debatably the inferior version of the game. I personally prefer FES, but some people prefer Portable. You're gonna want to hit the Switch.
I'm afraid of that. Or can I just go up? Oh my gosh.
I think you hit the Switch. I'm not positive. I always hit the Switch.
Maybe I'm a little nervous.
But, so, to play FPS now, because I lost my save file on it when I got a new computer. The definitive version of Persona 3 now is a fan-made project that is very cumbersome to install at points.
Okay, here we go. Wait, can I just... Why did I think I could click this?
So
I thought I hit jump.
now I have that set up. So that'll be fun.
Will it? You just said it sucked.
It was hard to set up. 3 portable, specifically the remake's worse because they did the same thing they did with the Battle Network port, where people are like, if we just smooth out the pixels, it's beautiful, and it's like, no, it's not. You can't just do that. That's not the proper way to upscale. You have the original files. I do not know why you didn't just put a little effort in to do that, but
Because you bought it anyway?
so
I don't know. I think it's at least a little more justifiable in Battle Network's case, just
yeah, 'cause
because
it's
the
not
games have.
actual artwork.
Well, I meant more just that it's been so long. It's not like there's a lot of readily available ways to play those games, which adds value to it. Whereas like Persona, hasn't that been released the hell and back?
It would have been good if they combined the things people liked from FES and Portable and made like a true definitive edition. Then I'd say it'd be worth the price of admission. But it was on PS1. I think original Persona 3 was PS1. Persona 3 FES is on PS2. Persona 3 Portable is on PSP. It's been on a few things, but
Okay.
not.
Well, it does still feel like Atlas ports a lot of their stuff, right?
They
not
do
that Capcom isn't-
re-releases.
Not that Capcom isn't guilty. Like how many copies of Street Fighter 2 do you need, you know?
They usually do re-releases.
Why does a med kit repair my robot?
Which the re-releases are kind of a issue in their own things. It's like, well, I want to buy your game, but do I want to wait the extra year or two to when you add more stuff? Because usually they kind of hear out what people want and they see where their game fell short, and then they add things based on that, and also just add things they want to add.
Camera's
you
getting
get,
a little weird, by the way.
like Persona 5 Portable and all that. But their re-releases have just been a recent thing because formerly
The monkey
Persona
dog
was exclusive to PlayStation, while SMT, I believe, was exclusive to Nintendo consoles. So now, I
They
guess
betray.
I don't know if they betrayed. Most companies are a lot more open to work with you than Nintendo, I think, is the big thing, which is why not many Nintendo things go from just Nintendo to a bunch of platforms. Because Nintendo and money, they like each other very much.
Well, when we're not in the Wii U era, sure.
That's why I was kind of surprised Octopath was allowed to come to things afterwards. When originally it was just...
Damn it! I saw it coming and I'm like, haha, I'm walking back enough.
I've beaten 2 of the stories. I
Out
still
of a
have to
possible 8, I imagine.
beat- Yeah, so I have 6 more stories to beat, but I'm on the last chapter of each of those stories, and then I have the post game to do. And like the joint story arc at the end.
I feel like I should be able to sue somebody for all the collapsing road work, by the way.
Government's doing it to get you.
Well,
You
yeah,
can't
they,
sue
they
the
kind of
government.
are. I think you can, actually.
You'll go missing.
False imprisonment, you know.
False imprisonment's usually on citizens, though.
Is it?
Yeah. Everyone gets mixed up what false imprisonment is. It's not like actually like, hey, we're putting you in prison. Oopsies, our bad, you didn't do it.
Oh.
It's just holding someone against their will without viable means of escape or like intense pressure to remain
So you
there.
can hold somebody against their will as long as they don't feel pressured and have a viable means of escape.
I believe so. Like, it's been a while since I took that segment of law classes, but I believe usually you have to be like locked in. So like you're in an office room, the doors are locked on the outside. You have no means of escape. Maybe you could break a window, then you're causing yourself harm, so that doesn't count as a viable exit. Or it could even just be a door's unlocked, but like there's fear of maybe the guy's out there, he's gonna like
He's going to
hurt
beat you
me.
up.
Yeah.
Oh wow, those are glorious.
It's been a while since I've like gone through the exact specifics, and law gets complicated with like gray areas.
That's why you play Phoenix Wright. He'll teach you everything you need to know.
You just yell objection a bunch, and you're like,
You-
I'm presenting new evidence.
You bullshit your way out. Oh my god, did you ever beat? You never beat the first one even, did you?
I beat the first one.
Oh,
but then
so
I
you
never
know
got
about
through
the whole metal
second one.
detector thing.
Yeah.
And the parrots and the dog.
Oh, there's your first emerald, by the way.
The minds to be like this.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh.
Than I thought.
Where could it be now? Okay, that's right. I can kind of control the camera. I thought that was going to be my stumbling block. It's like, I know where it is, but... Oh. Should I go down?
On the water. You might want to change the elevation of the water. I don't know how. I guess you already have breathing necklace. So it's not as big of a deal. You don't get to do the fun breathing necklace thing.
What, where I almost die?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hoot. You know these mines like the back of your hand.
This isn't one of my favorite Knuckles levels. This might be my least favorite Knuckles level. I don't mind the desert one, or the pyramid one, as much as a lot
It's
of them.
closer.
You can't go down there until you drain water.
Okay, so I want to go all the way up to the top and drain it to what?
You don't have to go the whole way to the top. There's two in that little cove. There is one at the very top that I think drains. This is not one that I like. The Pumpkin Hill I'll occasionally replay, and Wild Canyon I'll occasionally replay for rings and animals. This is not one I replay a lot. Just because
Where
it
is
a
the
little slower.
thing?
There's one. Yeah, that'll drain it to the very bottom. So you can go in there now.
I think it was in here somehow?
Yeah, there was a little thing block.
One more left.
Oh, in there.
That's right, I'm very good.
That was awesome.
I thought I did pretty well.
Assuming this one isn't in some crazy spot, but usually there's like at least one down in the weird mine areas or one in the ghost room.
Well, give it time, because I'm getting yellow here. Yeah,
Maybe it isn't. You can drop down in there.
Where should I go?
In there, that'll let you go.
So
further.
go down
If
this
you think
too?
it is through the wall. I don't know.
I go down this mine shaft?
Yeah, and then you can go through here. Yeah, it might be. There's a
The
top
ghosts
level
are
to this
very
room, too.
scary.
Oh,
Where? On the thing? Under the thing?
probably dig under it. Like dig under it.
Sam? Is there a way to make this not be falling on my head?
You might want to grab it. But no, I do not believe so.
Sam? This is stupid.
You just gotta dig in the center. Maybe. Probably.
Hurry up, we will cave your head in if you don't get this. Like, I get two lucky ones where it's just like, oh yeah, they're like right there, and then I get this one where it's
Oh,
like,
it
oh.
could be a lot where there's some like twisting and confusing places in the mines. There was like a whole segment where I had to go through.
I was about ready to just be like, can dash off before it comes back down? Knuckles wins, yeah! B.
Yeah, I feel good.
Knuckles feels good.
Knew
And that's
that I
all
would.
that matters. You're making pretty good time.
Everybody else is on a big, crazy team, and Knuckles is just like out in the middle of nowhere digging up rocks, and then all of a sudden he's like, what are you guys doing here?
I was in the pooper.
I'm not getting a signal from the six remains.
They did what to the moon?
Maybe Eggman took the emeralds into outer space.
He has a walkie-talkie because cell phones weren't a thing. Or at least not a very prevalent thing.
Tails has money though. Well, I guess he could like invent them more.
Hey guys, long time no see.
It's
must
like
have
an
got lost in
Octopath 2, and they're like, this one guy in your party, he invented the gramophone. He invented something else. I don't remember what it is, but it's like, oh, he invented,
I managed to find
department store. Just the idea of the department store. He invented that, and he coined the term. And it's just like, he's just a guy at your party.
If we get
That
into
thing?
the limo,
Yup, he did
we
it.
can trace the call to find Eggman.
Okay, let's meet up there.
Oh, you get to race!
To
The
win?
president!
Wait for me, Tails.
Aye, aye.
President
Though,
Bush,
speaking of
maybe?
corporations, we just made a bunch of dumb jokes about that. I don't think it's actually supposed to be Bush. We made a lot of, I think it was mostly me. For like way too long, it was just like, what if every time you interacted with, you know, Bush, he made you call him by his full title, which was
Vice President of the United
former president of the United States, George W. Bush. And it just like, I kept on saying that for a long time. Probably long after the joke had stopped being funny.
You can drift if you would like. Yeah, like that.
I'm trying. I think I never really got the hang of that, so I never, you know, was good at that when I was a kid.
I just took a day to like grind these out one summer.
But yeah, did you hear the latest Blizzard controversy?
Oh yeah, they're like, Overwatch 2, we're doing PvE content a couple months later.
It was not a
So-
couple months
Oh,
later.
like
I
a
think
year?
they said it was like 4 years. They promised it 4 years
Oh.
ago. And now they're just like, so... And a lot of people are upset, and I'm like, yes, but somebody literally killed themselves at, Activision Blizzard.
They're like, so
Maybe
PvE
this should
is
not be the part where it's like, you've gone too far, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like they went too far a while ago, so I don't know. It's just one of those, like, I don't care. They have dropped the bar so low on, like, what we need to expect from companies, right?
I guess
That I do not care.
The argument before was like a lot of women who were still working were like, hey, we still gotta like have a job and feed our families, so maybe don't boycott the company.
That's
Just
I
support
don't know.
us in our
I've
advocation for change.
heard somebody's like counter argument to that where it's like, if that's your thing where it's like, I'm supporting the developers, then doesn't that mean you need to support literally every developer, especially the ones where they're not doing that stuff? So I don't know. If you can give money to a game company that has a toxic work environment for women, or one that doesn't, I don't know. I don't like Blizzard. I'd like to see the whole company get burned to the ground.
Yeah.
Some people that I watch, I've been doing like, groups in WoW, right? It's one of those like, I'm glad you're having fun. And I don't want to like piss on their parade, and I'm just going to assume that it's one of those ignorance is bliss thing.
There's also the whole
But I'm just like,
separating art from its creator thing.
I don't know. I think that's kind of a cop-out in some situations, in a lot of situations. I was 5 away from having another extraman. Like, my whole thought on that is when they stop getting money for it, that's when it's okay. Do you think Michael Jackson touched children? Well, if you do, he's dead, so enjoy his music now. He's not seeing a cent.
Yeah.
President, reports show that since the incident 3 hours ago, the country is in
Aye,
turmoil. Our financial community.
But that's that whole thing.
It's also like, okay, we boycott Blizzard. It's like it's not the higher ups who you dislike who are seeing that cut. You
I
know?
guess that's true, but they're still profiting off of it, like, I
Either
I
way,
don't
they're
know.
gonna be stinking rich.
They will. So what are you thinking? The guillotine? We French Revolution this?
Viva la revolution.
We always make fun of French for being weenies about things. But you know what?
They did a thing once.
Otherwise, your country will
There was a time when they did not throw up the white flag when two people were like, I like blue. I like red. And they're like, I smell conflict on the wind. Putting the white flag up a lot, just in case.
Yeah, right. What the heck's going
How did you
on?
hear that from outside Sonic?
He's got very loud view.
Also nice of the president to not drop any swears. He's like, Sonic, what the heck, man? You gotta be freaking kidding me
I
right
think
now.
he has Sonic on speed dial in Sonic X.
This, I guess X is after
They have a
become friends.
X is just like it kind of combines a lot of games. Like I think they have a storyline for DX and 2.
Is it canon?
No, it's its own thing.
Inside that pyramid?
It's like an alternate universe thing. And then yeah, they
More importantly, I
whatchamacallit.
will go inside with them as well. But you saw them too, right?
They go to space.
Should be able to get it down
There's space in this too.
They go to space they go to like super space. The last season of that is really weird. Tails falls in love with a regional Curlia.
I thought Imperial was spelled with an I. At the beginning.
It is. Oh,
He said we're gonna
Imperial?
kick their Imperial butts, I believe.
Empirical would be something else, but it might be because it's the Eggman Empire and thus the E's. Or did we get double E's?
It wasn't capitalized. Like the name.
Or maybe they didn't spell check the game.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm just forgetting. Like now I almost want to look it up. But anyway, whatever I was
Oh.
saying.
You can shoot him.
I'll consider it. But what was I gonna say? Like I think they just released like a subbed cut of Sonic X. I'm like, wow, that I shouldn't talk about that, but I will. They never released a lot of stuff for the Rockman EXE anime, right? Like, there's several missing episodes. I've talked with you about a few of them, right? And then, there were 4 series, or I guess technically 5. Because what I consider the one series is actually broken up into 2 halves. But the point is, you knew you were gonna be there!
Everyone always remembers that guy.
But anyway, they only released about half of the Rockman EXE anime, right? And like for the longest time, I was like, well, that's
Just in America or in
that's
Japan
awful
too?
sucky. Oh no, Japan got it, of course. What are you thinking?
I didn't know if they like canceled it midway through.
They made half of the series.
And
yeah,
they were,
like
but then you
they're
have to
just-
like buy the airtime. So I didn't know if it'd be
there
not
are
worth it.
like just over 200 episodes. They did not make 200 episodes and then decide, you know what, we'll just scrap the other 100. No, like it was wildly popular in Japan, right? But like I've seen a few things since then, like focusing on some of the Japanese only stuff, and I'm just like, oh, maybe this is why we didn't get it. Like there's some bit where they're all the girl characters, the very young girl characters are wearing like animal tails, which is a little weird, and I don't know. Like, there was this one video of somebody just like kind of parodying it. They're like, trying to marathon these, right? Where they just kind of go over some of the, like the weird stuff that happens in the games, right? Well, in the show, right? And at one scene, like one part of it, it shows cross fusion. Everyone's like, yay, yay! Everybody's just happy, right? And then they do like roll cross fusion, and it does the same thing, same thing. But then there's like this old bald guy who's like, yay, and he starts touching himself. I'm like, please tell me they didn't sexualize, cross fusion roll, please. So I'm a little concerned about that. And there's like a few other things too, which one person was like, yeah, I agree with you on like the whole roll thing being a little, because I had you read at least part of the script for that, right? He's like, yeah, And there's somebody else who's like, I don't really think about it because yeah, like, I don't really consider it a problem because I always considered, like, you know, the Net Navis to be, like, an older sibling or something. And it's one of those, like, I didn't really want to argue, but at the same time, and maybe it's bad form to just, like, kind of partially talk smack about what somebody did in the comment section on stream, but it was still just, like, for argument's sake. They were like, I always think of them as older siblings, and I'm like, okay, one, there's some very, very cutesy, youngsy looking, you know, like, picks the role, right? Like, I think it's the art for X dive of her is pretty, like, huh. Like, you know, yeah, she looks pretty tiny. Plus, like, Mega Man is supposed to be Lan's twin, so you can't really say he's, you know, the older sibling, as it were, you know what I mean? Yeah, he could be. I just mean... But it's one of those, I don't really want to get into that, and that...
I don't know about how canon gotcha art is sometimes, though.
Well, they're making her look
I
young
think you
and
perfectly hit
cutesy.
A rank.
Oh, that's cool. I'm pretty good. What can I say? Anyway, that does remind me, though, like... I think my video this week is going to be about, you know, the ships that... The popular Zero ships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's, like, 2 that I'm a little worried about, because I'm doing them in, character introduction order, right? So, of course, that means...
X has to be first.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much just starting the whole video out with, what if Zero was gay? And it's one of those, like, that's gonna strike some people as a little weird. But I'm not gonna just pretend that that's not totally a thing that, you know, is popular, and there is, like, some logic to it, right? It's not just people being like, I think they should be gay, because, you know, I want to see gay characters. It's one of those, like, they get kinda gay at points.
They look into each other's eyes and they're like...
There are some oddly romantic spots. Yes. So, you know, there's that. If you want to stop me so we can do chow races or something with Stupid at some point, just let me know, by the way.
Whenever you think Stupid is... Maybe at the end of the episode we'll see how far he's come.
But yeah, so I'm, like, worried about that rubbing people the wrong way. Like, the other thing I'm worried about with that is that some people, like, you know, if I try to be too diplomatic about it and people are like, fuck you think X and Zero are gay? You're ruining this! And then having other people be like, fuck you! You're kinda, you know, like, you're being a bit tepid on it? You homophobe? And it's just one of those, like, But, like, the other thing is, do you know CL by chance?
No.
What
does she look
Do you
like?
wanna just... You can use my computer. See, yeah, it's specifically Mega Man Zero. I screwed up, but you didn't see, so that's fine.
Oh, it's one of the first things.
CIEL. Come on, son.
Is that the role of the game?
No, not exactly.
You could get 80 card sleeves of her, only $33 eBay.
Anyway, how old do you think she is?
Solid 14. Maybe?
You're mostly right. I died. I did not home into the robot. I homed into the over his head.
Is she 14 and a half or 13 and a half?
No. She is 14, but they age her up to 16 by the end of the series. So it's one of those, you know, like, it takes place over multiple years.
I am spot on.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm having issues with that. Oh.
Where'd it go?
I think I already got it. But, you know, so it's one of those, I'm gonna be like, nope, she is not freaking waifu material because she's still pretty young, right?
Don't all the people kind of young in that, though? They go for, like, the more...
Yeah, that's why I didn't realize she was so young, honestly. I was like, oh yeah, like, obviously, obviously they just draw everyone like petite, right? Because even Zero's kind of. Why isn't that working, Sam? Bad. Well, I gotta go. Fast, preferably.
Don't. Oh, now he's gonna talk. Oh no, he's not. Yeah, he's gonna talk now.
That was very rude.
Oh no, he's just flying.
But
back
yeah,
and
I did
forth.
not realize she was like as young as she was, and I was like, oh. But like, you know, she kind of has like an unrequited crush on Zero in that game, right? Well, in all
Did you
of
just
them.
skip the extra life. You're like 5 and 10 rings. I'm there. Extra life.
I didn't see it.
Not.
Or it didn't happen. But whatever I was saying, I don't know. Like, she's a popular ship, though, because she's cute, she's a girl, and she has feelings for Zero. Although Zero, like, I swear the entire series, he's just kind of like, I just want to. You revived me. So I
Zero
kind of
is
think...
after X?
Yeah. Yeah, do you not know the timelines?
No, I don't care about anything. Oh, you're not doing the moon jump glitch?
No, I suppose not. Classic X, Zero, ZX Legends. Battle Network and... Battle Network and Star Force are alternate timelines. So, you know, whatever I was saying, something. So I'm like kind of worried that people are gonna be like, dude, it's just fictional. It's not a big deal if the guy that's a couple 100 years old gets with like the 14-year-old. She's very mature for her age. So like I'm worried that I'm going to piss off the homophobes, the LGBTQ positives, and the lolicons. Although I don't even know if you could call it when she literally is, it's not one of those, tee I'm a 100-year-old dragon, it's just, she's underage. You don't know what the standards are like in that. Relative moralism isn't a... I think that was an argument I saw like a while ago where it's like, maybe we shouldn't be pushing our like, you know, Western values on other people. Oh shoot, did I guess I did push a
Yes.
button. I forgot that I pushed it.
Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah, that argument doesn't go very far. There was a very specific, so in my one, I won't give the exact example because it's probably not appropriate.
I'd say this is getting political, but I didn't tell you about that, by the way. But
That's
go
why
ahead.
I'm not giving specific examples. Or I could even say it to you, mute the mic and say it to you, but
We can
one
do
of-
that for a sec, and then people who watch the video will be like, what the fuck, man?
in my honors, just like lecture, or honors intro seminar, I forget what it was called exactly. But basically we just talked every day about whatever we kind of wanted to with the teacher. It's a very small class and it was just meant to like get you into the mindset of the honors program, how much studying you're gonna have to do, how much talking, and the more hands-on approach of it. So usually it came down to like things like morals, politics, all that kind of stuff. And it, you know, it was a good environment, so it was a good place to like sort some of those thoughts out. And one of the kids was like, well, I think just generally we need to be more accepting of people's views and maybe just let cultures do what they want to do because it's not really our place to like impose our morals on them. And the teacher looks at him and goes, that's good and all, I see where you're coming from. And he gives the example. And the kid's
Oh,
like,
dear.
yup, I can't debate that one. Maybe, okay, sometimes it is alright to maybe impose your morals on others.
Like the whole... You little shit. I'm gonna stand out of your range and just take pot shit. That's what an asshole would do. Yeah, no, like the argument I heard was like on LGBTQ stuff, or like maybe we shouldn't do this, and it's one of those, you know, like I don't know. I kind of feel like people do horrible stuff to other people all around the world. I don't think it's one of those things that people should just be okay. So yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing?
Don't I ball through it?
You hit, then hit the ground, and then go into your spin dash. Spin dash is really fast in this.
But yeah, I don't know. Although there was another comment, not calling anybody out, but they just like made a comment about how they're cool with me despite being like, right, they called me a lefty and they said that they were a righty, and I'm just kind of like, I mean, I'm left leaning and everything, but it's one of those like on streams, I think sometimes we do get into it a little bit, especially because it's unscripted and we got less people watching too, right? So I can get away with it. But it's one of those, like, for my main stuff, I'm just like, what the hell did I say that, was it the one comment, like, somebody once asked me in the comment who was in my profile pic, right? I was like, that's me, and they're like, okay, you sound like a man, though. So, because, it's like the Zero Suit thing. I was like, oh, well, I'm non-binary, so I just kind of...
I'm stupid.
I'm just kind of trying, I just kind of do whatever, right? And then I need to explain what that meant, and it was one of those, like, Yet another reason why I'm a little worried about the whole...
Stupid loves you now!
Didn't he already?
But he runs up to you now.
I'll pat his head.
I don't know, it's kind of weird just being like, I'm right or I'm left. I feel like it's more helpful to be like, kind of talk about where you are, I guess in like YouTube comments.
It's one or the other these days. You freaking know that. There's like so many things that are political that should not be political.
I feel like the compass is a better general representation though.
Well, that's a very even keel, argument, and that's why you're stupid and I hate you. Did you ever think of that?
Like, I guess just not enough people are familiar with the compass or something, or it's easier to just be like right or left and not like, I'm about here.
Keeping it simple sometimes is nice.
But it's also very easy to divide people when you keep it simple.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think it's nice when I'm watching a Marvel film and Captain America is punching a Nazi. That's what I mean by keeping it nice and simple.
I like when I'm watching Avengers and Hawkeye's like, we need to bleed the rich. And it's like, whoa, Hawkeye, what are you talking about? You got hit the switch. Also, I think it's Rouge who has to watch out. Yeah, it's Rouge who has to watch out for the weird sentry bot thing.
You're sure not thinking of Amy Rose?
No, Rouge, you don't remember it? Rouge is gonna have a guy that's like flying around the area.
They're not gonna have me go into things, right? I can just probably... Where do I go?
You do have the digging mitts, so I think they do at some points want you to dig through those and they teleport you, please.
Damn, I knew it. I just didn't think it was gonna be a thing. Okay.
But you don't remember the bug guy in Rouge's level? The bug-looking guy?
No?
That thing gave me like nightmares as a kid. Introduced me to the concept of anxiety. It's terrible.
I'm sorry.
It's probably through the door. It could be like on the animal that's right through the door. Like each one has an animal figurehead.
It's closer.
Oh no, it's in this room. It's behind the box. So I think this is the level you get the upgraded gloves. So they would have wanted you to go to the room with upgraded gloves and then come back here. Oh yeah, it's up there, right? Floating around the room? Yeah.
Where?
Go to the opposite side, yeah.
Oh. I was looking for green.
No, they're
Very
keys.
embarrassing. I was looking for green. Why do I need 3 keys to open 1 door, Sam? How does that make any sense? This game is dumb, 0 out of 10.
2-step authenticator, but only it's 3 steps. You make it, yeah. We make it, yeah.
Pretty fast.
But there's nothing here. You're in the Scorpion Chamber.
Supersonic. Actually, wait a second.
You look at the map.
Yeah. So right would actually be left, right?
Yep. I believe. The Pokemon Black and White, it's almost, I'm getting there. I think the only Pokemon I don't have a feasible way of getting are Kyogre and Latias. So, that'll be cool. not that. Oh, he's okay.
I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be. No, how good this. Anyway. Holy crap, man.
It's those guys.
Brothers levels were moderately fun.
He's dead now. Well, she, maybe.
Kinda, in a sense. I'm switching point of view. Watch that, guys.
No. He's behind. Oh, cool. Oh, that was
That's what I
fortunate.
wanted to do. Definitely.
Do not want the copper though. Also, maybe cut back on the skunks you're feeding your kid. He will start farting, unless you want him to fart.
He's stupid.
Oh, there one is.
And not one of the ones that's lighting up my radar.
Well, it does only one at a time. Like it.
I
Only
get
does
that. I get that, right?
Not like the last. For better or worse.
Mostly better. I think that's like the only thing that the previous game had over it. Just that it was like, oh well, if you're near a thing, you can get the thing.
I don't think it's that big of a make or break.
In the treasure chest.
There's a lot of treasure chests.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not helpful, is it? Isn't you enjoying herself?
I believe so.
I'm glad to hear it.
Don't get hit. I think you keep your things if you die. I'm not positive though.
I'm pretty sure that counts as like a temp save, as it were. That's
That's not a treasure.
not really a
chest.
treasure. I'm gonna break it though.
I think there's
I have
like
no
a
res-
gorilla or something. Oh, that's
Rira. Small room with 4 pillars.
Have you gone to blue? I feel like you went to green and red.
I
not
have
blue.
gone to blue, I
Oh, you've
think.
been to blue. I've not been.
I think
paying
I've been
super
here, too.
attention. You have been here.
Do you notice how all of them are dead? No, 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 no.
You can go in that room.
This one?
Yeah, I think that's the power glove thingy. Oh no, it's not.
Does that thing hurt me at all?
Yeah.
There are 10,000
And then it gets smaller and smaller and eventually dies.
So he's not just gonna scare me or something?
No, he hurts.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not hating this, but at the same time, it does feel a little, like, obtuse, you know what I mean? Where, like, I've gone literally... It feels like I've gone everywhere, right? And I have not gotten a hint at it. I've stumbled upon the thing that wasn't beeping before I got whatever the next thing is. Is there anything down here?
A switch, I think? Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Can I open the treasure chest from down here?
I think there's a way. That might honestly be where one of the hard mode ones are, and there's like a specific way to do it.
Well, I guess I'll go in here.
You can
Okay.
get your last hint. Secret room that you can enter from the area next to the blue room. You are in the blue room.
This is a secret area that...
Well, there it is. Oh, there was a dead child box.
Oh, well, that's a shame. It'll be nice for the next guy, though. Yep.
For Rouge.
Not too bad.
Vitamin C. Oh, yeah. I saw, like, that apparently they're coming out with an actual Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Which, one, I thought they already did that, but I guess that was, like...
I think they were just talking about it or
Well, I
something.
think there was one where it was just like, oh, this is pretty much just Five Nights at Freddy's, where it was like, I think a guy trapped in like a Chuck E. Cheese, but he had like a chainsaw and was just like,
Oh,
out of the
yeah.
animatronics, I will kill them, or whatever.
There was like a rip-off of it. I think it might have been Nicolas Cage in it.
If it wasn't him, it was some other, like, you know, just... I don't know. like
Nicolas
oddball
Cage-looking
actor.
fellow.
Well, just like one of those old action stars that he was great for a while and then he kind of became a joke, but then people still unironically like his movies. Like, haha, Nicolas Cage. He makes some pretty cringe stuff, bro, and then, like,
What the?
your butt's in the seat the next time he's in a movie, right? Just like, he was really good in that.
King Boom Boom. The King of Ghosts.
But yeah, either way. Like, I saw that and I just kind of thought, I was like, okay, I kind of figured that this would be a trend, especially at the Mario movie. Though they would have had to be making this further, in advance. I doubt that, like, in the few weekends since the Mario movie came out and it made $1 billion, they're like, okay, we have this, like, all of this promotional imagery, like, ready, right?
I feel like I heard a very long time ago about them wanting to make a movie, but I don't fully remember.
It is one of those things that I'm just kind of like, oh, well, I was hoping for more video game adaptations. This was not one of the ones I was hoping for, but do people still like Five Nights at Freddy's? I feel like that one got very weird. The last game wasn't good. I hear that, like, the guy that created it had some questionable value, like, or at least, I don't know. I think he was a Christian or something like that, and I think there was more to it. Like, some of the politicians he donated to were kind of questionable, but it was just one of those, like, people find a lot of reasons to be angry at you, both in-game and just, like, real life. Is now really the time for a Five Nights movie.
Well,
But if people are enjoying it, is Markiplier going to the premiere?
Probably.
Like, I would feel like that would be a waste if they did not have him there on the red carpet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those, like, dude, the marketing was right there.
But I think, because, like, the actual games and story ended with the game before the last one. The last one was just by...
What do you think he'd been eating?
Airheads. Of
But,
every
okay.
flavor.
So I did think it was one of those things that, didn't they say it, like, ended a few times and...
No, it only ended once. It was very cleanly wrapped up.
Oh, that's kind of rare, actually, isn't it?
And then... I think the last one was...
No!
I forget what it's called. But there's a very clear ending. I won't spoil what happens. The lore is actually kind of interesting, unironically. I don't know if I'd recommend playing all the games, but just, like, watching a breakdown
Watching a
of the
bunch of
lore.
stuff by MatPat?
No, there's a video by Wendigoon that is pretty good. Breaks down the lore.
He breaks down and cries.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore, but like it definitively ends. Then Security Breach, which was the last one, was not done by the same team or by the same guy that did the other ones. It was
But
by
he just
another
kind of
team.
licensed it out.
I believe so. I don't remember if it was like a fan game kind of thing, and then he was like, "Yeah, I give this my stamp of approval." He does give his stamp of approval for a lot of different fan games. There's even one where him and his family gets murdered. Like they like wrote it to be like in the real world. Him himself gets murdered. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll sign off
I
on
think
that.
he has donated money to Extra Life too. Like, I kind of almost want to say, like, he gave it to random guilds, and one time it was our guild. And we were like, hey, do you want to... I know there was one indie developer that did that, and we, like, I think somebody reached out and, like, do you want us to play your game to promote it? And we, like, never heard back. So whoever it was, if it wasn't him...
But he gives out like a lot of stuff to like indie developers and like helps them out with that.
How
So
nifty.
that's kind of cool. I don't know if I'd recommend playing all of them, especially if you want all the lore. 'Cause from what I've never played one, but from what I understand, it's very obtuse to get a lot of the lore. Like you gotta poke a pixel and then.
There's a lot of... Oh, I thought you were just going to be like,
Scream
that's the
into the
Dark Soul thing where you
microphone.
have to really read in between the lines.
No, it's just very hard to get to.
He's going to kill me, apparently. This is one of my favorite Sonic songs, by the way.
Is it the I am the Eggman? I have the
Yes.
master plan.
It's just so dumb and cheesy. How do you not just love it when somebody's like being a total dork and then they just have like an extreme level of confidence? They're like, that's right. Oh yeah.
Definitely wrote his own theme song. Egg Golem. Subtitle: The Golem.
Gollum.
Speaking of Rocky fellas, what do you think is the best group of fossils in Pokemon? And there are wrong answers here.
I'm trying to think. Like, let's make sure I get all of them. There's
Kanto with
Kabuto and Omastar and Aerodactyl.
We'll throw Aerodactyl in there.
Where am I? Oh, did I?
Then next up is Hoenn with Armaldo and
Lily.
yeah.
Or Cradily, I guess.
Then you got Cranidos and Shieldon. Then you go to Gen 5 with Archeops and
Turtoga.
yeah, Caracosta.
I
Then
am
you
having
go
issues.
to Gen 6 with Tyrant and Amora. And then you go to
I'm having real issues with the 3D here. Could we please turn off the... Oh my gosh.
then you go to Galar with the 4 guys.
4? Are we really classifying them as that? Damn it!
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
You just mix and match the 4 of them to
Get
create
4
another
new
4.
ones.
Ugh, he was moving and then he wasn't.
Because there was a thing I watched, and a lot of people seem to have similar sentiments to my own.
He
And
moved slightly. You saw it. I don't know. It's
curious.
probably Cal. I really like Amora, right? And I really like the first set too. So I'd probably say, you know, Kalos and then Kanto. So the K's.
okay, well, Kanto was the one they put first, and a lot of people were like, "Really, that one?" Okay.
I really just like Scythe Hands McGee, okay? Like Omastar and Aerodactyl, I can take them or leave them, but Kabutops, I really like Kabutops, okay?
The general consensus seemed to be that Kalos was snubbed, and I agreed with that because I was like, "Yeah, Kaloses are really solid."
You finally get a T-Rex, which, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't hate either, right? And then Amora and, like, Auroras, they're just beautiful. Why? What did this guy... You said he did
Kanto was number 1. Bottom was
Galar?
Galar, yeah, and one of his reasonings was they're like mid in the games. It's like I don't know if you played the game.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure just one of them brings up the entire average to be above.
Well, no, another one's really good too, and then the other 2 are like mid on their own.
Which is the...
But-
yeah, Dracovish and what else is...
One of the ones with the Zappy Bird on it, because Zappy Bird's got a pretty good move too.
So Zappy Bird and Fast Legs?
Probably, but I think Zappy Bird and Ice Body are decent too.
Interesting.
But and like all of these shorts. So in this one, Gen 5 was second to last, which I don't agree with at all. I think Archeop is one of the most unique
I
fossils.
think
as
it's
well as
interesting, but
just really cool.
Caracosta, I'm just like, I have how many freaking turtles, okay? And you're like, you didn't do anything too crazy with the turtles. Like,
Yeah.
Blastoise has shoulder cannons.
I like Caracosta enough, but I think he is weaker. But Archeops is just so cool. And he was like, yeah, second.
He has Defeatist.
Yeah, he's got depression. You gotta love him. He was so
Hey, I'm not letting anybody hold me hostage with their depression.
he was so strong that they had to give him depression.
Is he really that good?
He's got crazy stat. That's why they gave it to him.
Interesting.
They're like, his stats, crazy.
Hmm.
His ability,
Yeah. Overall, though, Amoris, and then frickin' I do really want to raise up like a special Amoris at some point. And then probably Kabutops, and then I do find Dracovish kind of funny, okay? Like, I don't know how high I'd put him on the list, but it is... Where'd he put penis face?
Restricted landing soon.
I think he is a lot weak. I really like Armaldo. I think the other line's a lot weaker. I never see myself picking the root fossil or whatever.
Well, I mean, the guy that did his tier list, apparently.
Oh, I usually do not agree with his order. Usually it's like anything Gen 5 at the very bottom, anything Gen 1 at the very top.
Doesn't
What's up
sound
with
like
that
he
knucklehead
buzzed at
anyway?
all.
Trying to take over the shuttle.
Like, I can understand. At the very least, though, you do have to appreciate that he's still shitting on Gen 5 and he hasn't jumped on the bandwagon, right?
Yeah.
This place looks deserted.
Though, yeah, like, I don't know. I've definitely come around on Gen 5. Like,
Because of
I probably told you this before, but,
the first Bernoulli spherical.
like, my whole issue with Gen 5 was they got rid of all the old Pokemon and put in a new set, so it didn't feel like a Pokemon game. It felt like, you know, like a really well-made fan game, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I could go back and play Gen 5 because it's just one of those, like, oh no, these are Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
I no longer have that stigma against them where it's like, it's all new stuff.
I like that because it's like forcing you to learn the new Pokemon on other people's. It makes the generation.
Let me play the game how I want to play it.
And
If
then
I want to
post
use
the
Pikachu
game.
for a billion time.
Super strong.
Which I guess that's one of my playstyle things, where it's just like I always try to use
A lot of people do
Pokemon
do
from
that.
specifically that generation. Because it's like I'm buying the new Pokemon. I think we've been over this, but I'm playing the new Pokemon to
No,
the new
a lot of
Pokemon.
people, that was, oh my gosh. I wanted to like throat chop Arlo. Because he was complaining about Gen 8, I guess, what, Galar, right? And he's like, and I didn't really have a lot of new Pokemon that I actually liked in that game. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Those games sucked. The character designs were the only part that was good, and the music. The character designs and music were the only good parts of those games.
Okay.
Hmm?
Music was okay.
They had some bangers. That frickin', you know, the Toby Fox song, and I guess like the ones that really carried it were that and the Gym Leader music.
Yeah.
The Gym Leader music was just one of those like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
I think he also complained about the. I think he said he didn't care about like any of the characters in that game, and it's one of those. But what about? Like you still don't like Beat, do you? It's like the only one that I felt like they gave any character development to. Like the only one.
Hop went through so much character development.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was Hal.
I think he did a lot better than Hal.
Well, they had the template, so that would make sense. I like Hal more, that's all. The point is,
Bede was like, I'm a terrible person. I went and studied with this old lady for a while. I'm back. I'm still like, I'd still punt a puppy if I saw it, but like, I
think
I'd
he's
pet
cool
it
by the.
afterwards,
I am in
maybe.
big trouble, Sam. I might have blew up some Okay, we got me a pass. Okay, like, since this is just where we shoot the shit anyway, the whole thing with Bede is that he was an orphan, correct?
Yeah. Which justifies punting
No.
puppies.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. My point
You
is,
gotta hit the
he
switch,
did.
You missed it.
I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't standing on it enough. Like, his whole thing was he respected Chairman Rose and he sought approval for Chairman Rose because, you know, like, he supported him in the past, right?
Yeah.
So he had, like, a whole arc where he was just a jerk because since Chairman Rose gave him validation, he's like, well, I gotta be strong to justify, like, the stuff you know, like, the faith he put in me. And also, I'm gonna act arrogant because he did, you know. I will fake it till I make it sort of thing, right?
I also just have to blatantly disregard what he tells me because I care about him so much. You better not destroy that mural, mister. I'm gonna do it.
Did he tell him not to do it?
It was law.
Well, I think it was one of those, is like, well, you're beholden to the law, but I know better, and I can come up with something really cool, and then that'll, like, he was pretty desperate at that point, because I think something happened that made Chairman Rose kind of, like, think he was not as cool or something.
I just don't think Chairman Rose was ever that big. He was like, he like showed up at his place one day. It was like,
Oh, B definitely put a lot more stock into it than,
Yeah.
was necessary, and I think that's kind of what makes it, like, all the sadder, right? But then, like, he finds, Opal finds him, and then Opal actually, like, believes in him, like, takes cares of him and all
believes
that
in his
stuff.
pink shirt.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I so wanted to just
Do
quit.
not break those other boxes.
What would have happened if I?
I think there's like an iron box under them, like a black one you can't break.
I should probably wait till they come back.
You aced that interview and she's like, your shirt's not pink, you're out.
Yeah, that really did bother me just because I so wanted. That was like what I wanted to do in the game. I'm just like, listen, I will quit the gym challenge right now if you let me be the fairy gym leader. I don't care what happens to Galar. I don't care about becoming champion. I will do that, right? And then, yeah, it was the whole pink thing. I was a little offended by that, right? But I did like, how she was characterized in her interviews and everything. So I did really like Opal too. But,
That old lady snubbed me, and I'll never forgive her.
And then...
And I didn't even want the position. It's
Gonna-
just the fact that she didn't give it. Don't let go be.
I won't. Well, now I will, but... Point is, Bede becomes, like, a lot more tolerable after that, because he feels more secure in himself, where he's still arrogant and everything, but he does begrudgingly respect you. And...
It just feels very out of nowhere. It's like you see Opal drag him off, and the next time you see him, he's like, I'm a changed man.
Well, I think there's a lot of implications there. It was a lot better than Stink and Marnie, who they're like, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
here's my entire story. And I'm just like, no, but no!
And you did not want to do that.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Especially because I couldn't see whatever was shooting me. The door is locked. Can I... Oh, I can switch.
in the
Relatively, I can switch. What do I do, Sam? To the switch up there?
I think if you go back. Oh, it's down here. Okay, you're on this part already. You already did the other thing.
Oh, I need to... Okay, I get it now.
Now you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just somebody, drinking mud water when they were like dying of thirst, right? Maybe that's my issue here. But I did really I thought Bede was like one of the only ones they gave any attention to story to, which they didn't really do a lot with that. I will say that's one of the nice things about the anime. They did a lot with, a lot more with Chairman Rose, and both Alistair and B got a lot of, screen time in that.
Yay,
Which-
Bede.
Did I say Bede? Alistair? No, I said B.
Oh. The fighting lady. I didn't have her.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
picked
like the whole
Bede.
thing. Like the two, they didn't really do a lot with the gym leaders, right? But it was especially true for the, unique ones. So it was really nice that they gave those two some stuff to do. B was like Ash's rival for a while, right? He fought her like 3 times. The first time he lost, the second time it was a draw, the third time,
He won.
yes. I mean, that's... Sure, we can go with that.
There were so many bystanders.
That's true. But yeah, I. And then Alistair, there was like, he didn't get quite as much screen time as B, but he still got like a decent bit. Actually, he might have gotten around the same amount, but with B it was spread out, so she was my more long-running character. Whereas Alistair, they did like a few things with him. They were on a ghost train, he caught a Spiritomb. Or no, I think he stopped the curse of a Spiritomb. And then he made friends with Ash's Gengar and got him like the special soup.
The good old
And then he
special
wrote
soup.
into a podcast that was like, my friend is fighting in the world tournament. And he didn't mean Ash, he meant the Gengar.
Where's stupid at?
There were a few episodes that were just like, here, Team Rocket has a podcast. It's like, oh, okay, I guess. I still hate them.
They're so cool and quirky though.
You know what the main bad guy person, or I don't know, I guess like the stand-up for Team Rocket, you know like what his Pokemon is?
Giovanni?
No, I mean in the new series.
Oh.
With the
I
bad
don't even know
mans.
who he is. Is it Quaxley?
No.
Is it Fuecoco?
No. No, it's a Pokemon I don't think you really like, but I do. Is that enough of a hint?
From this generation?
Yep. I used it and you're like...
Dachshund?
I used it and you were like, you freaking Edge Lord. Oh my god.
Oh, Cerule Edge.
Yes. Although apparently in Japanese it's called Soul Blaze. Soul Blade, I mean.
Talonflame's name bothers me.
Um,
It's just Talonflame. Boom. Talonflame.
there's the one guy that I watched that's a PokeTuber. He does a whole thing on like the origins and meaning behind every Pokemon's name, and he's like, he hates Talonflame's name. I think that's like his most hated. I can't remember who it was, but
That's
there
the
was
dumbest
somebody.
Pokemon name.
I think there was somebody recently. He's like, yeah, this name is really dumb. It's not Talonflame dumb, but
Like, Stupid's a better name than Talonflame.
oh well, stupid appreciates your vote of confidence. Sam, how bad is this?
Not as bad as Rouge's. Although I have an
Wait,
record.
do I have
all
to
of them.
fight after this?
Yeah. And then there's awkward tension.
Did you find my emeralds? Ha, your emeralds. That's a good one. Talking to you is a waste of time. That?
Yeah, well then she falls, and he saves her, and she's like, oh my goodness.
Do you ship Shadow and Rouge or Knuckles and Rouge?
I don't
or somebody
ship
else
any
with
of
Rouge?
them. I don't have any Sonic ships besides like Eggman Sonic.
I don't think that you're a real Sonic fan, man.
You had it green for a second.
Yeah, I
just-
did. I would have figured it would have went green once I went up again.
The good thing about this stage is it's very vertical,
I was gonna say,
so you
yeah.
can just grab the rocket and go up, and then like kind of do like a spiral down. Yeah, eventually, maybe in one of those. Oh,
I want to make fun of it. I want to be like, oh wow, this is really great. Just hope that RNG favors you and you walk ass backwards into it. But I actually don't hate it. So it would feel very disingenuous. You know what I mean?
It's closer.
Maybe. But where?
there's a Phoenix flying around. What?
I do.
It's
I'm
very
getting-
fast. You didn't jump high enough.
I suppose I didn't. Well, I guess I can go in here. Sure.
I don't understand this song. I should probably look up the lyrics at some point, but it just sounds like a lady screaming, "Mother!"
I
Oh.
thought I heard ooh yeah,
I
but
thought it was "Mother."
should we crank it?
No, so I could probably look up lyrics. My phone's probably done chart. I can look up all the lyrics to every Sonic song ever. I don't think this has lyrics though. I think it's just that one lady, and that would probably make more sense if there's no lyrics.
If you can look up a video, can you look up something?
The Sonic speed run.
Yes. Type in Sonic speedrunning meme. Oh, I thought you were like, yeah, you were talking about like turning the mic off or something. I was like, nah, it's not going to be loud enough. Aaron frickin' like loves this meme. He quotes it. And in the description, it said it was taken from a totally serious, you know, like post or something, like Twitter post or something. And it's like, oh god. Because that was like the one thing I couldn't figure out with the meme if it was done in earnest, right?
Mhm.
And the video description kind of seems to hint that it is. And I find that very troubling.
It's just the Sonic, you're a beta male. That's first.
Yeah.
That was not done serious. That's what part. Isn't that part of the Snap Cube?
It says it has a link to a Twitter thing, so I could pull it up then.
It's closer.
Oh no, I don't think that is Snap Cube.
Relax. 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 Relax.
And then there's its pronounced GIF. Are you gonna find the emerald?
I don't know. I feel like I've gone over every piece of this floor right here.
One more left.
Right there.
Yeah, I suppose
All
it
along.
was.
Oh, that was only number 2.
But yeah, no. Like, if it was done in earnest, though, that's like one of those things that speedruns are a lot of work, right? Like, the point of a speedrun, like, it is, but it isn't the point to go fast, right? Because, like, you gotta put in so much effort to, you know, find all the best strats and everything, right?
Yeah.
That it's actually faster to just complete the game once and be done with it.
It's kind of like a
So
demonstrating mastery kind of
Yeah, so it's one of those, you know, like, calling it... So it is one of those, it's like, okay, if this was done as a funny haha, it is very haha. If it was done in earnest, I have some concerns. Not that it wasn't going to be, you know, not that it wouldn't be pretentious, even if it was just a way to frickin', you know, cut down on the amount of time it takes you to do something. Although, I got a lot of time off of my, you know, Mega Man Zero thing. I actually finished it in a single stream. Like before, I think it took me around 6 hours, right? And this time it was like 3.5, and the final boss was a half hour of that, probably.
Is Mega Man Zero harder than Mega Man X?
Yeah, it is. So it was probably a bad idea for me to start with that when I started streaming again, right? But it worked out fine. I'm going to use the hints. Center of a square shadow? Maybe
The hedgehog?
No, not that. Maybe like inside there, underneath one of the platforms?
You could try going down into the volcano. Oh no, I think your monitor would have gone off. Oh, you don't even have the volcano open right now. Never
You
mind.
freaking loser.
You never hit the switch.
Well, anyway, whatever I was saying.
Oh, that's
something,
where the
something,
power
something.
up is. The sunglasses. We already have the sunglasses, so you don't need to go down.
I felt good about my time. I felt good about my progress. I just felt pretty good overall.
Level decided Adventure 2 battles.
Probably not, although I will say that I got, like, pretty quick at some of the levels when I was much younger.
Actively playing it on the gray ground below. What is it? Oh, it's probably on one of these platforms with the boxes spinning around.
Yeah, might be.
Which one? I do not know.
It's either
Tell you.
that or, you know, it's a platform under another platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That-
most of these platforms are pretty, like they cut out the corners though. Turn
I
into
guess
an
that might be
octagon.
true.
Try
Technically.
digging in the middle of a moving weight.
I already did that! On another level, but still. Well, I guess I'll fire this.
2, 3 to switch. Oh, I guess it might be in one of those, but under one of those.
Yeah,
I
that's the square shadow, probably.
Yep.
Even though it's more of a rectangle, I'm not sure if it's equal enough.
Maybe it'll be a square one. I think those are this. Probably not up top. I think those are metal platforms. You can't.
Well, I'm running out of spaces, okay? This is another time where it feels like I've been everywhere, and it's just like, no. Again. I mean, like, obviously. I'm probably going to get somewhere, and it's gonna beep, and we're like, but I thought I was here already. You were not. Well, we'll do it. We'll do our tour.
You get Rouge's.
Welcome to the
God,
Grand Tour, Grand Tour, Dragon Ball. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Grand Tour. Burn it.
You're almost through Hero Story, though, if you ever find this emerald.
It's not even an emerald, it's just a piece.
How
I
important
left
can one
everything
piece
I
be?
own in one piece. Angel Island blows up. Although it is weird, I guess they just were like, listen, we're not dealing with that bullshit where we show Angel Island dropping for the billionth time, right?
I don't know if it was even on Angel Island. That area didn't look like Angel Island where you started.
Yeah, it didn't. I just mean, they seem to have just been like, we're not dealing with this.
It's just in a desert temple now. Deal with it. Are you gonna play Tears of the Kingdom? That's the new big thing right now.
I really don't think I want to.
Maybe just do a big lap of the ground itself. I think.
I thought I did, but maybe I didn't.
I was watching a Sonic video.
It was pretty funny, right?
Yeah, unless the guy was.
Like I said, if he was serious, that's
I
bad.
guess it's still kind of funny to laugh at him in a way.
I bet he thought he was really freaking clever. It's like the whole thing.
Like he was having trouble sleeping one night, and that pops into his head, and he's like,
The internet really
genius.
The internet really needs to hear about this. I'm very smart.
Oh yeah, well, he's just somewhere there. No, yeah, right there. Is it square? That's not square.
I found
And
him.
Knuckles is dead.
No, I went through it. I used the Tears of the Kingdom ability to go through things.
I don't know about it.
I have to try harder.
E rank. Oh, you got a 0 time bonus, I believe.
That makes sense.
I guess it was like 10 minutes. Now you get to punch your girlfriend. Yay!
In her anthem, bosom, and butt.
Talking to you is a waste of time.
Rouge can only glide. She can't fly.
They-
Bats, I guess, just glide. Right?
Yeah. Like, technically, I think. Well, whatever. Also, I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching Pokemon. Birds can fly because they have hollow bones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that Charizard has hollow bones?
I don't. He's got too much of a gut to like legitimately fly. I don't know how dragon flying works.
He's not a dragon.
I don't know how reptile flying works.
Never been done.
A pterodactyl. Well, I
So-
guess no. The theory now is that they were like closer to
Yeah. Didn't I?
aliens.
It's supposed to be
anyways.
3 times, Rouge.
No, it's 4 times. Just she hasn't done anything to you yet. She hasn't.
She's hit me a few times. Wait, I have 0 rings.
But she hasn't done her.
Blip Wave?
Yeah.
She hasn't gotten the rings, I guess, or whatever.
She's too busy floating around. Oh, doing that. Oh, she did have rings, just not enough.
Away from my emerald.
So Rouge, like, isn't even really... She's like a furry and more because she's diminutive, right?
You mean like she's small?
Yes, that is what that word means.
I guess Sonic people are small. I guess I just wasn't thinking about it because like they're always near each other, so they look normal height, but then they're up next to a human and they're like 3 foot ankle biters.
No, they could chew on your hips.
I'll look up Rouge's age.
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
I need to know if she's of legal age
The
so I can
first-
marry her.
The first Google thing under Rouge the Bat is fan art, so real concerning. Or maybe it's age 18. Age 18 according to Sonic News Network.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Say thanks to someone who just saved your life.
How old is Sonic?
He's 16.
Is he always 16?
Probably not Genesis.
Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the master.
15. According to Sonic News Network.
No matter what you say, it sounds
I need to get the stinking instruction booklet again.
Yeah, he's
'cause
3
I'll
foot
do
3
it.
inches.
and just take them.
77 pounds. You could punt Sonic.
You thought you should have given me them in the first place.
You'd probably go into a ball and then.
Okay.
How low would I need
One
to
of her
lead down?
nicknames is Little Girl Bad, so
If I hurt you.
not looking good so far. 3'5".
We should get going.
So very short. A little
I would
taller
only need to
than-
lead down like 2.5 feet for a kiss.
I could make it work. Get the step ladder. Crazy gadget.
Down on my knees for a smooch. So, would you mind feeding the cats possibly?
Okay, you have fun with maybe my
I thought you hated space though. I mean, this is kind of space.
This is space. This is like worse than space.
I think this is where Game Grumps quit actually. This was like the last one they did and they were just like, we have to be done. Is there a consensus on that? Well, tell me when you get back. I keep on expecting to just pull the switch. I keep on forgetting that I need to actually push B. Some interactions I expect to be automatic. Oh, I'm not really sure how that worked, but it did work, so I guess that's fine. Oh, I was like, how am I making it? Well, that's a nice little ego trip I get. Oh, I could have gone down there, I think. I don't think I need... Well, we'll see. Oh, no. This isn't where I get the steel boxes and the flame ring. Nope. This is kind of trippy, though. I will say that. It's interesting because it's like Mario Galaxy before there was Mario Galaxy, but still... I don't have a total sense of my place in the world, if that makes sense. Also, if gravity changed for you, wouldn't your vision also adjust to that? Okay.
Ready, go!
I'm just gonna wait over here. And by wait over here, I mean do that. Welp. There we go. Yes! I just wanted to save point. Is that so wrong? I can be a little enthusiastic. Let's remember where I put the food, right? Well, then again, I normally take a few minutes too. I freaking knew you were gonna do that. For longer than I would expect. Hey, I got the light dash. Well, I mean, I hit it. I could have fallen down and ridden the rail instead, but it was just like zoopity zoopity boopity boo. You know what I mean?
The level isn't that bad the whole way through. It's just when gravity changes, controls get very jank, and so when you're on the 4th mission, or really any of the missions, and you're trying to get A rank,
You say that, but so far this has controlled better than pretty much all of his levels in DX.
oh my god, but when like every second counts, and then you're trying to,
That does kind of make sense. Yeah, I get ya. I definitely get ya.
and then Shadows is even worse sometimes because it's very glitchy.
So anyway, I meant to light dash into the rings. And
Yeah,
it was
they're
like
farther ahead than they look.
Bounce.
Like they are.
When do I get the bounce, by the way?
Pyramid level.
Okay, so I should have had it by now.
Mm-hmm. Because you need it to get through some parts of the pyramid level. if you remember.
I guess that makes sense. So I guess Shadow's the big male. He doesn't have bounce. He can't bounce. He's not a bouncy boy.
But Shadow's last level is just very glitchy.
Well, I guess they had a quota. It was admirable that they held off that long. Excuse me. So, oh no, it's not here. Just creep
There
ahead.
you go.
You're not trying to impress anybody. Am I trying to impress anybody? Who would I impress? Rouge.
By either
Taking me to the prom.
or Shadow. And that's the Zelda side. I'm hold back into space.
Doesn't seem that cold. Should I mean, oh, ouch. I was gonna say, please lock onto the thing I need you to lock onto. Eggman was yelling at me from, like, back there, right? She's like, Sonic, don't touch my things. Sonic, I just got my furniture set up the way I like it. Sonic!
Blue quills all over his furniture.
Thanks. Is that our difficult spot?
No, it's just faster to do it that way, especially if you really run through.
Yeah, I probably should. For some reason in my brain it was just like, that's one of those black metal boxes that you can't do things to. Do I need to kill both of you? Is that the plan? Why? Well, I guess Gun occupied the ark, right?
Yeah, when they killed the little girl.
She was an adolescent. You exaggerate.
Isn't she like, she's like 3 foot, like the same as Sonic.
I think she's taller than Shadow. Like, not by a huge amount, but enough.
Let's look up Maria's age.
You need to know for my fanfic. I can't let it be creepy.
She's definitely not
She
18.
needs to be the age of consent if she's going to be kissing a hedgehog.
That's just not cool. Age dead.
That is true. What age was she at the hour of her deceasement?
Top 4 questions on Sonic Maria. What happened to Maria in Sonic? Who is Maria in Sonic? Is Sonic the reincarnation of Maria?
What?
And the last one, is Maria Shadow's girlfriend?
Well, is she?
Just an image of Mario dressed up as Maria talking to Shadow. So.
Mario. I get it.
Oh.
Yeah, because their names are
Age
like...
12, dead.
Oh.
They always add the dead.
Huh.
Just so you know she's not
thought
still
she-
aging.
I thought she was at least in her teens. Well, that's surprising. Also, I didn't get the momentum I wanted, so... Taking the scenic route, boys, which is the same as the regular route. It just takes a little while.
Sonic just leaves a 12-year-old dead, though.
What,
That's
were you
great, like-
expecting him to be like, now that we've killed the Bio Lizard and sacrifice Shadow?
I
and-
don't know, it's just like big movies that are all like intense and all that are scared to kill kids, and then there's just Sonic the Hedgehog who's like, yeah, that 12-year-old's dead.
She wasn't dead in the Sonic X dub.
Was she Shadow's girlfriend?
No, it was like incredibly stupid. Because they're like, you took Maria away from me, I'll destroy the world. And it's one of those, it's like, go visit her. If they just put you in the ocean and you have, like, you know, in a cell in the ocean and you have all of these abilities and everything, with all of this technology, just go visit her. She'll
You are
die
one
too.
ring away.
Oh damn, you're absolutely right. there's like so many parts where they don't do that kind of crap in the anime, right? Or at least in the dub, where they're like, this person didn't really die, but it's one of those like, this loses all of its impact if they don't.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this entire game is a farce if Maria is not dead. I hate to say that because it's kind of a cold way of looking at it. But
like,
this game is just stupid if Maria isn't dead.
It's like Final Fantasy IV when like 12 different characters who were in your party make a meaningful sacrifice for you, and 2 minutes later they all get reincarnated every time.
They did
Well, not
that
reincarnated, but just not dead.
They did that too in freaking in Battle Network 2. Like a bunch of people in the one mission against Shadow Man, they like sacrifice themselves so that Mega Man can get the Shadow Man and like, you know, take him out for good. And then at the end they're like, oh, they can be revived with backup data. I'm like, oh well.
This wasn't.
I'm sure glad that you played like the really cool hero theme to punctuate their freaking noble sacrifice that didn't mean anything.
They weren't even like brought back. It was just like in one guy's case, he was flying a ship as like, I think it was a decoy or something. Sid, he's like flying it as like a decoy or something. There's some reason he has to like crash the ship into a volcano. They see him fall into the lava. Like a couple hours later, he walks back in and he's like, no, I didn't die. I just took a tumble. And it's like, okay. Survived it. Oh, you get to do the fun thing.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Sonic's mad. How dare you hold the girl I don't really like at gunpoint?
He doesn't want her dead, though. Oh, did you see the Splatoon trailer? You didn't. There's a Super Scope gun now. No, that was the light gun.
Oh, I thought you were talking like just having a scope the zoom. Okay. Right, yeah, I don't really care.
Thanks. And then there's the paintbrush, and there's a few other things. It looks like it could be fun, but I guess you could be like, oh, you aye. It's a shame. I feel like you wouldn't be quite so cold on Splatoon had you skipped 2 and went right to 3. But we can't really test that theory, can we? You're gonna be like, well, this is slightly better than Splatoon 2.
I
Just like,
forget 3 came out on a regular basis.
also, Tails just made an oopsie. It doesn't Sonic even, he's like, how did you know it was a fake Sonic's like, Tails!
I told him.
It's like the same energy as... Yeah, Sonic's hiding in the bathroom because he has a boner right now. Tails!
Tails is a good wingman. Well, there goes Sonic.
It has the same wavelength and properties, but is less powerful than the real one.
I don't exactly get how this works,
That's one of Knuckles' shards.
but yeah,
I guess he made such a good fake that it's
it's
as good
exactly
as the real
same.
thing.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But when Eggman tries to use it, it'll explode. But if Sonic tries to use it, it'll be fine. Is like the part where I'm just kind of like, eh. Well,
It's like Burger King's Impossible Whopper. So good you don't even notice.
I think Mother and I are going to Friendly's tomorrow night before the movie because I'd be fine just doing fast food, but when she's like, yo, you know, like I suggested eating beforehand, and when she's like, pick a place to eat, I'm just like, I somehow don't think Burger King's the right answer here. Can you like rack up major damage if you shoot the thing?
Yeah, but then you risk it.
Oh, I was looking at mine for a minute. I'm like, no, I got it, and it's like, no, that's mine.
After Eggman.
He was friends with Wily until he wasn't.
Shoot him and he died. attacked the boss to get rid of his HP.
Darn it, I couldn't tell where I was. Yeah. Did
Oh,
he just double tap
yeah,
me with that?
It usually does. You got lucky the first time with the knock. It does a lot of damage. So if he double taps you, you're practically dead.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Like, I think there's strats here.
Yeah. Last time you got pretty good. Last round, on the first cannon anyway, you got pretty good RNG. You didn't use it for one.
What is the point of my frickin' homing things if he's gonna kill me now? I hit him. Did you see that? I hit him right before he did it. He should have been knocked out of it.
Please, Dr. Eggman, I really hope he doesn't kill you 76 more times.
That would be unfortunate.
Alright. No more games, Tails. Alright.
Did he... Oh, crap.
Alright.
I thought it was better to be close to him when he did that crap. Because I
Yeah,
thought
so
you
you
could
can
kind of...
swirl
Yeah.
around him.
I can't.
Teabag! Sonic is still dead, though.
But he's happy. He programmed an emote into his mech.
21 minutes, 7 seconds.
I feel some strange energy.
How does he sense keys, by the way? I forgot to ask you that earlier.
Oh, they got chaos juice in them or something. He's a treasure hunting fool or something.
What the heck was that about?
Pull that one off. Somehow I managed to
You still need to watch the second Sonic movie, right?
Yeah.
Because I was about to ask you if you'd go and see the third one with me.
There's already a third one coming out?
They have one of those one more scene things, which seems to imply that there will be.
cannon fires. I'll slam dunk it in there.
Only you still have a whole level to
Well,
do.
it's playing the instrumental version of it.
Yeah.
And I have like a few things to do. I'm actually, yeah, we'll figure it out after this. Because, like, hypothetically, the other thing should be a lot quicker, right? Or at least a little
Yeah.
quicker, because there's 2 less things.
You hit A and flick a direction at the end of those green rails. Will do the trick.
SSS tricky? SSX tricky?
Take your time.
Like, I don't completely have the rail things down, if I'm being honest.
If
I
the
think I'm
rail's going
over.
straight, just leave it alone.
I think I'm overcorrecting in some cases.
Yeah, and then just try to balance it so that you're always.
I'm doing the crazy speed run where I get through it without a lot of freaking lives lost.
It's a penguin.
Interesting. It's a penguin in space. Did they come from the stars? Really makes you think, doesn't it?
Apparently, Goopy Guy's an alien.
Yeah.
Are those guys aliens? No, those are the government. Or like, we could recreate it, probably.
Yeah, it's interesting that they did bring, like, they didn't bring Chaos back, but they kind of brought him back. You know what I mean? And they actually did bring him back, and yeah, I was gonna say, he is playable in that sense.
With Tikal and Amy and Metal Sonic and Chow.
Then everybody can go racing. Although Tails gets replaced with a Chow. I wanted to, you know what? I don't want to light dash anymore.
Chow, or Tails gets Chow and Rouge gets just a regular Eggman bot thing.
Well, I don't remember what the thing's name is, but it was pretty much replacement Eggman for some of his fights in 3. Like, a lot of times, Knuckles would face off against that thing, whereas Sonic would face off against, like, Eggman proper. I don't know why they both couldn't face off again. Oh, I guess it was because Eggman tricked Knuckles, so it wouldn't look good if you were like, I'm not your enemy, by the way, I'm going to try to kill you in this crazy bot.
Sonic is a robot that looks vaguely like me.
He made it to make fun of me. That's just mean. It is, Knuckles. It is just mean. I don't know what happened right there.
Now Sonic is on fire, falling.
These things are kind of annoying, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're gonna hit center mass, and center mass is just gonna...
Ouch.
Yep. Just bounce.
Keep streaming this until you get all A-ranks.
I don't think we have the time for that. I'm not saying, like, this isn't one of those games that I feel like it... I meant to jump and then dash again. I'm not sure why I just kind of, like, bopped off, but it's fine, I guess.
It can be a little
Well, the game's been, like, decent to me this whole, you know, like, for most of it, so I'm not, like, too upset. Yet. Yet being the key word.
The story's pretty good too. It's not like it's significantly worse or more buggy except for Shadow's last level.
Anyway. Yeah, I can kind of see why this might not be your favorite.
This one's fine.
Oh.
It's Crazy Gadget I don't like.
Oh,
And Shadow's version of this level.
there we go. I'm still going to say, though, that it plays a heck of a lot better than DX.
But you say
With confidence. Like, if we weren't streaming it, I might be going a little faster, but I'm, like, nervous about screwing up, and, you know, it's like, oh, man, they've been stuck in this place for a significant period of time.
you're not the Mega Man expert. What are you? Not good at games?
I'm hoping that I'm getting better again at, like, freaking Battle Network. But I always just expect the homing attack to actually home in on my enemies, and sometimes it's just like, nah, but not really, though.
I think that time you were a little fast and
Maybe. Maybe. There's just been a few times that I've screwed myself over with it, is all that I'm saying. And like I said, it could be a learning thing.
Oh, I don't know if it'll help. I don't know if you're having difficulty with rails or not. It might sound counterintuitive, but on like longer rails, if you're coming down on them, it can usually help you go into bounce ball. You'll fall faster, but bounce ball is wider than Sonic usually is, so it's a little easier to
interesting.
hit the rails sometimes.
I'll keep that in mind. But no, like, I'm not having, like, the most trouble, right? Like, when I say it might be a learning thing, it's one of those things, like, I could get down if I practiced a bit. Whereas, you know, DX, it would take me a lot more practice. Like, I pretty much have to, like, embrace the jank, as it were. Learn how to manipulate it. It's like, I'm pretty sure if I hold forward, this'll work.
Usually tricks are good for skips too, like you can skip a little bit.
Or I can just, like, completely screw that up. But again, if I'm not dying... You know what? Why is this happening, Sam?
Will you do grape juice or orange juice?
Right. Should I regret that?
No, I usually do grape and then just launch off right there and skip those platforms.
Well, like I said, I'm being... like a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
How do you think I feel? I'm being cautious, I guess, is more like the word for it, right? Yeah. Because like I don't want to spend. I just want to like clear it, and people will be like, "Wow, they didn't just accidentally like pitch off of the."
For most of these, you can just hold B and you'll be fine.
I'll do that. I'll hold it. I'll
Sonic
try to.
will
I'll try.
autocorrect.
Stop. Yeah. I'll stop trying to be like, no, I gotta lean into it. I don't think I ever got good at that bit. This is where it gets weird because you can just kind of, you can bump your
Really
whittle
want
head.
that. Yeah.
Were you saying that I do, or
You did want to be up there. That's a lot faster than this film.
well,
Now you
I
have
did
to, like,
it,
go
and then I
back
missed like
redo it.
the exact last one. It's like, okay, I'll hold B. We'll see how it goes.
You got no rings.
Well, I was gonna say it doesn't matter if I'm just going to frickin' die anyway, and like
It's the
from
last
falling
game.
out.
Doesn't matter after. Is that Sonic's?
Oh, it's still Sonic's theme. For some reason, I always think this part's in another game because it's just like, no, it's just the truck thing.
They like this. They like the Sonic runs at the camera while things fall behind you.
I mean, as long as they're not expecting you to dodge things that are ahead of you, I actually don't think it's that horrible.
No.
It's one of those like, oh yeah, if you kind of memorize the path, you can get some bonus rings, and that's neat.
Barely made it.
But it's not one of those things where it's like, oh no, you have to react to things that you can't actually see.
You get to see stupid again.
How dare you call him 08?
You liked him enough to give him a hat, but not a nice name.
I really don't know. Like, I'm going to assume that I was like, come on, you can do it. And like, I put him in a race or
He
something.
failed you.
And yeah, he just failed miserably, you know, like it was probably something like they're like, which fruit is square? And then he picked like the freaking triangle fruit. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I think I know what your nickname's gonna be.
Instead of teaching him to be better and supporting him, you're like, nope, you're dumb. All you're ever gonna be is dumb. Even if you suddenly get smart, your name's still stupid.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's probably a good thing that I didn't have a child when I was 15 then.
It's in first grade, fails a test. Your name's stupid now. Documents just came in. That's one of the more expensive hats, too.
Sam, almost 100 hours in this game. I can probably
Money is
afford...
nothing.
Yes.
Did you buy the secret menus or no?
I don't know.
There's one, you know how you can like change the menu UI and all that?
No?
You can change
Listen,
it so
it's been a while. Somebody's had my copy of this game for a bit.
you can change the UI so like different people read off the things. But there's a secret one for Maria and a secret one for Amy that are both very expensive. Oh, you have a decent bit of emblems. So I think the Amy one's unlocked for you. I don't think the Maria one would be unlocked.
I
for
kind
you,
of want
though.
to say that I might have the Amy one. It sounds vaguely, very vaguely familiar. Oh, I was going to say, maybe I should go and check out the store, but,
It just boots
so
you
this
out.
is the last thing, right?
Yep. You fight your
never
rival.
see
This is the when it happens.
I thought that
What?
The
Specific-
beta
oh.
male.
Oh.
This is the scene.
Yes, it is.
was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it?
Aye.
There's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control.
They could make a great game if they just kind of embraced a lot of the jokes around Sonic and like put it in. I guess it wouldn't go over super well if Shadow called Sonic a beta male in a kid's game though. But they put guns in one, so
And they say damn in... Do they say damn in it? I might be thinking of Battle Network.
They
Because I
do
think they've
in-
done a few swears in Battle Network 2. I'm just like, whoa!
Shadow
children's
swears
game.
in Shadow the Hedgehog. He might swear in no, he doesn't in this. He just goes, ugh. when he dies.
He does say, like, he says either damn or hell. Also, you know, this is probably where I got all my lives. Like, have you done this?
Oh, just keep getting the rings?
Yeah,
Let
you
him
just
do whatever he wants while you farm?
Yeah. But I'm probably, oh man, don't do that. I'm
No,
trying.
you hit him. He didn't hit you.
Oh, I did. No, I dropped rings, I think. Why did that work? That's supposed to work. You bait him into using his special, and then when he's like, okay.
You hit him in the butt.
At least I think that's the strat, isn't it?
I usually, when he stops, then I charge up a ball, and then I just launch at him. But I think that clearly works too. So.
Yeah, I think maybe Game Grumps did beat this at least. Because, like, I swear I remember I'm just like, there is a trick to this. Not that you can hear me through the comments. I don't even know if I bothered leaving a comment. Because it's one of those things. Why the hell would I backseat them in something that they did eventually manage to beat? You know what I mean?
They allegedly 100% in Once Upon a Time.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna hold that against the poor guy.
It just seems a little weird. It's like if I went back to a Fire Emblem game and I was like, what the heck is a Kanto? Oh, it's the Pokemon region. My bad. He is the ultimate life form.
He says this is the ultimate. Didn't even finish the sentence. It's the ultimate what?
Battle between
Time to put this to rest.
You think?
He
Holy
died. Where-
shit!
He died.
Do you think Shadow considers himself evil?
Probably, because I think it's like a kind of an edgy thing to be like, yeah, that's right, I'm evil. I'm the bad guy. He's like Billie Eilish. They're both convinced they're the bad guy.
See, like, there, he's doing that. I think the other thing you can do is, like, sometimes you can light dash through him.
Yeah, if he's at the right spot. Like if he teleports right in front of a thing of ring.
To be a bit faster, because I know there was, like, a definite thing where I could, like, consistently do this, right? Where it was like, yeah, no, that's just the strat.
Time to put this to rest.
That almost worked, except for the fact I didn't hit him.
The DJ is challenging as Egg Hornet.
Him killing me that last time, I'm going to say was a fluke. I don't know that he's ever, like, I think when I first started doing this, there might have been a few times where I just, you know, lagged behind a bit and fell off.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
Who made an infinite highway in space? Oh,
Shadow.
damn.
Time to
I
put
feel like this
this to
would
rest.
make a lot more sense if they didn't fall and just like, well, we're going around a ring, you know?
Maybe Shadow is moving that. No, Silver is over in the side watching, and he's like moving the platform to the end.
I really screwed up some of those things, so I came back just to make this make sense. There we go.
Silver's playing Django. The Space Highway.
Time to put
I
this.
guess that's one way to compare them.
Theory.
I'll never like him.
He's so cool.
Time to
Not
put
that
this to rest.
I don't think he's the devil, though.
I am the ultimate life.
No, he's just an idiot who let the devil convince him that Sonic was evil.
The devil's a tricky man.
Like, you thought Knuckles was dumb for believing Eggman. It's the most sinister looking man coming out of, like, black holes in space.
It's like
Sonic,
it'd be
I
really
did
cool
it.
if you killed people.
Imagine
That'd be good,
if
I think.
Shadow were a glitched out, you know, like a glitched out actual Shadow, right? And that's pretty much what the bad guy looks like. Which is continuing to build on my whole dislike of Shadow, where they're just like, what if Sonic would edgy?
Isn't he the most popular Sonic? Or it's probably Sonic,
I think it's
right?
Sonic and then Shadow. There is an episode of Sonic Boom, right? Where I think it was like the first one that had Shadow in it, where Eggman's like trying to pretty much, I don't know if court's the right word, it might be. He's trying to get Shadow to like join his team and everything. He's like, and I think he's like saying to Orin, he's like, he's the second most popular Sonic character. We need him on our team.
I'm giving credits. At least in this one, you only gotta watch it 3 times.
Yeah, that's half as many times. So, what are you thinking? Do you want to call it soon? Do you want to...
We could do like 1 or 2 dark, because we have to do last next time too.
Yeah, but Dark is shorter, and it's not like, you know, the final weapon is gonna take too long.
Yeah, it's just
It's like,
one
it's
stage.
it's one stage broken up into five parts?
Yeah, they're
5
all
parts.
pretty short though.
Then a boss fight, then another boss fight, then
Yeah.
credits. So I think it would honestly take probably around the same amount of time to do, you know, Dark Path and Final.
We could call it here then if you want.
Or we could do Chow stuff.
If you want to race him, put him to the test.
Yeah, we could.
See how good Stupid is. Make him fight some guys.
He does have like some sort of badge on his chest, so he did something at some point.
He's not good enough to not want his name to be Stupid.
Maybe it's an ironic nickname. Did you ever think of that?
He's a genius.
Maybe he is. I could also do a race with frickin' JoJo and just see how much the other Chows like eat his ass. I told you that one of the guys that I watch, he's like obsessed with Target.
Like the supermarket?
I don't know if
Whatever we
it's-
want to call it.
Yeah, the
Super
store.
Center?
Where I think like at least one person has visited him in real life, another person with that company, and they pretty much just said like, oh yeah, every day it was, you know, oh, let's go to Target. I don't know why I find that funny. Maybe it's because I don't hate Target. Like, I'll go to it when I'm out on one of the ends of town. But I don't think there's... I think the only store that I was kind of weird like that with was when I was up in New York, and it was only for a weekend, so of course you gotta get in while the getting's good, but I feel like if I was up there, like if I lived up there, I would definitely be at the Nintendo store.
I
Like,
forgot
several
they do
times
this
a-
weird trippy thing.
A weird... It's 50 years ago.
Sonic and
Also, it is crazy to me that... I mean, I guess it was only 10 years when this originally came out. I think Mega Man's up to 35 now. Yeah, I think it came out in like 87 or 88. So, yeah, it's just bananas to me. There we go. Oh, I'm
You're
missing
missing one.
Huh.
Oh, maybe you don't have a dark one raised up. that
That's
high.
probably it, yeah. If there's stuff for only the dark, that would absolutely be it.
There's a dark cup.
Well, Stupid ain't gonna do it for me.
He's nice. He's a hero right now. I guess you can make him a neutral. If dark people are giving him stuff too.
Yeah, I think that's why JoJo is so... I just was feeding him with everybody. I didn't really know about the whole, you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that.
I think he's a hero anyways though, wasn't he?
Yes, but he's only evolved once, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh. So he's a. They go from baby, child, adult, I think. Yeah, so he's just the. Oh, maybe it's child. I don't know.
Hero,
They evolve a
normal
couple
type,
times,
hero,
yeah.
normal type. Yeah, just which race?
Final.
Okay. That makes sense. He's done it before, so surely he can do it again.
Unless he just trips a million times.
Over what?
His ghost tail.
Me too. You getting up to eat? I'm racing which? But yeah, didn't you have a bunch of stats up to 99 or?
No,
Maybe
I've
nowhere
just
near.
been. I focus on like one stat per chow. So now I gotta start raising some other stats up. Plus, there's like genetics involved. Some chows are naturally better at some stuff, which will affect like how much actual stats they get per level.
Oh man, I wanted to laugh at him.
He's not unlucky. He's been reincarnated 3 times.
Holy crap! It was like it's like shooting a freaking arrow at that wall. Jeez. Are you jealous?
He flies.
You just
But
need
how
to.
fast does he eat?
How many hours have you put into this?
I don't know.
Because like I said, like at the beginning we saw it was 99, about to roll over to 100 hours.
It's,
in this.
it's definitely over 100 though.
And yet you have no one that could compete with Georgia.
I'm getting some up there.
No!
And you said trip on what?
It was the gravity. It caused him to fall forward because he was on a hill. I'm actually surprised that the other one's keeping up as much as he is.
Well, he's been reincarnated, so he's got like you have a ranking for every stat. So he's probably, and every time you reincarnate, they all go up one? I'm not sure. But when you evolve a Chow, it'll go up, their letter grading will go up 1
And
for
yet
whatever
he's
they were
being beaten
specialized
by a
in.
peasant.
Yeah.
Though I can see what you mean.
But I think he's the final challenge, so like, well, the final challenge is like,
Yeah, I know. There's like a
This,
hero one and everything. Anyway, eat my ass.
I'm not even cheering him on.
I don't need to. Why would I risk his stamina? Since that's like one of his only things that he's not like practically maxed out at. I think there was one thing he was at 92 and everything else was like 99. And then stamina was at 11. Because he can only eat so much at once.
Yeah.
Sort of an entire leg. You saw him.
But can he play instruments?
I don't know if I've ever taken him to school for that. What is that?
You were like, they'll be hanging out and then they'll start playing instruments.
Well, there was a bunch of things that I didn't really get into. Like, I didn't know they were features.
But will they dig out
And I
his
think
line?
part of the other thing, though, is, like, Mike and I both played this file, but I think this was my Chow specifically.
And
I
no
raised
one
him.
Cared about the unnamed babies. You just got a whole. I don't know how you even got some of them. Oh, maybe from the GBA one, because like the basic eggs you only get so many of. They're in high demand.
Okay. So, choose a race for stupid.
Stupid. Let's try. Do you think he's right for? He's probably not right for Jewel. He could do a beginner race.
Wow, that's an awful lot of faith you have in stupid. Let's look at his stats.
He doesn't have any over 500.
Swim's close. So is run.
He could probably either do swim or run.
Okay, I'm glad you believe in him. Which one?
Level 3... I guess level 3 crab pool. Let's try. And then we'll try level 3 mushroom forest.
Okay. Is this gonna be over before he gets like anywhere? Just gonna be like, oh well, you walk down the. He walks like a block.
Yeah, but they're babies. They're slow.
The Sonic characters are tiny, but the Chows are tinier.
They're just babies. And then when they're adults, they're still like babies. How do they survive on their own? Like, if there's no magical guardian to protect them, how are these things surviving in the wild?
I don't know.
Your guy's sleeping? Oh, there he goes.
Why exactly?
Oh, he's got it in the bag.
I think the question's been raised a lot, though, hasn't it?
That guy
Where
can't even swim.
why don't they do Chow Garden anymore? Given that this was like the one thing that would make them $1 billion.
I don't know. They could even just make a... They could make a mobile app, honestly.
You could do a few things. Like, what, are they afraid? It's like, okay, we could do the Chow Garden, but if we screw it up, Sega's canceled.
He'd probably rush. He's making it.
Fine. He's stupid. Was that really all you wanted me to do? Just have
I
him...
could try jewel races. I just didn't think he'd be ready for jewel races.
Hey, I'll leave it up to you. I'll do one... Then I'll go and check out the store. But yeah, I'll do one more race. You get to choose.
I guess we'll just do a jewel running one. Because he can't do... Or if you want him to do it... I guess he could do challenge. We'll just do challenge, I guess. Because challenge is more well-rounded. Have him fight the cockroaches. Who is that?
That's JoJo at the various stages of his development.
Oh, he was an Aqua Chow at one point.
I don't think that was. I think that's just a random Chow.
Oh, you don't know who that is?
I don't think it's one of mine.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was JoJo before.
This is. For sure.
The Aqua guy is just... He showed up out of nowhere.
Okay, you know what?
Is he in the menu there? I didn't remember
Hang
seeing
on.
an Aqua Chow.
Stu can get his chance in a minute.
No, that's the only memory of that guy.
I think he was just a standard guy.
Oh,
I think it's one of those where I just barely managed to squeak out a win, probably. And thus it was like, well, you didn't break the record, but you won the race.
I thought, like, if you won the race, you always broke it. I guess not, though.
Aquamarine can't always be on his game. So I'm gonna teabag these guys.
You didn't believe in... Stupid.
I mean, JoJo's gotta have all the records. That's all there is to it, really.
Is he the favorite?
What? JoJo?
That's messed up. There is very little swimming for a swimming race.
You aren't looking far enough ahead.
Yeah, that's like another pool, but like it feels like 50% run. He's a trippy guy.
But anyway, so do you believe that parents can truly have, love all of their children equally?
I don't know. I don't have kids.
I read a book recently where this one guy was like, so, like he was talking to his son-in-law. He's like, so you have 2 kids. Like, do you love them both equally? And he's like, well, yeah. He goes, okay, well, it's easy to say that when they're like young, but when they get older, you will start to find yourself having a favorite.
Wow.
He's like, and I didn't really want to, like, I've never said this to anyone, and don't you repeat it, but, like, your wife, the one you married, she has been my favorite, right? Like, I think he said that they jockey back and forth for a while, but, like, she eventually came out on top or something. It was pretty much just one of those, like, I appreciate you taking care of her and all that jazz, and it was like, okay.
And now everybody knows.
It was a fictitious book. It was
Oh.
not a real person confessing. Shit! That tape recorder was on? Go ahead, tell me.
Oh, Stupid's up.
Yeah.
Stupid. Which one's running? Peridot? Oh, you can have him do Diamond. I think Diamond's a mix, right? Yeah, just have him do Diamond one.
Which one? One?
Put him on Diamond whatever you think he can beat.
No, you're choosing this.
Give him Diamond 2. I'll give him Diamond 2. I don't think he wins
Whoops.
Diamond 2.
You don't think it wins Diamond 2?
I don't think he wins Diamond 2. Okay.
Okay.
That's an assortment right there.
Remember, stupid, Sam doesn't believe in you. He set you up for failure.
These are like adult races, and he's like been fed for a solid hour. Solid couple hours, and that's it.
No, I fed him before. He didn't just get up the 25s this
I
stream.
guess. He wasn't the favorite, though. Never be the favorite.
Oh, he's not sleeping now. He's tapping his foot. That's a good sign, right?
He's ready. That guy's sleeping. Number 6.
Screw number 6.
Number 6 fell. Or maybe that was... No. That was number 7 who fell, I guess.
Oh, for a minute I thought that was Stupid's.
Everyone's falling.
My guy, he stands tall.
At the back. I guess not the back. At the mid-point-ish.
They all almost made the wall.
That guy
Thanks.
gave him a shove.
Thanks, buddy. You don't even have a fancy hat. How are you defeating him?
And you were like, only Diamond 1? I think he's ready for
I was
Diamond
just confirming
5.
that that was your selection. I wasn't questioning your judgment. I might have been questioning.
Is Stupid good at eating?
He has a mask on, so...
It's not looking good.
If he falls behind enough, will they just be like, listen, that's
No.
it? No.
Well, no, I think when the first person finishes, it ends.
Oh, really? First
I
person?
Think? Maybe it's when yours finishes. I don't know.
Well, I guess we're gonna see.
He's not last. Yeah. No! No! He's losing to the sleeping guy.
Yep.
Oh, but he's running now. He could get 7th.
Wow. Are they gonna have enough circle fruits?
There's no more circle fruits. Oh no. Oh, there's
Oh.
more. It's back. He's smart, and you called him stupid.
Like I said, maybe it was
Look at that. Look at how
an
many people are
ironic
wrong, and he's got it.
nickname.
They just attack him.
Well, Sleepy's also making it. That was a huge boost.
The one thing he's good at is being smart.
The one thing he's good at is being slightly above average in intelligence. I don't know his smarts really well.
That kid knows a blue circle when he sees one.
No!
No! Come on, get up, buddy!
No, go!
His stamina's gonna be close.
Yeah, I've been tempted a few times to just be like, okay, I push it. I push the cheer. But he can't stand it.
Oh, he's gonna pass him. I don't think it's safe to leave the Chow in the care of crabs.
Man, what did crabs ever do to you?
They could murder them with the claw.
Or the Chows could eat them to gain their strength, right, Mewtwo? Mewtwo.
The Chow's gonna get it.
There's a short sprint. Maybe they'll all fall in like 20 holes. And my smart little stupid here.
He won't fall for the trick. He's a full minute behind pace.
I was just looking at the current record.
Yeah.
I guess that's what the C stands for.
At least the hole's already dug up for. Where you going? He knows something we don't. Oh, he's like, if I don't run on the track.
Well, to be fair, that is most of the spots.
He went so far over to avoid the holes, and then they dug the hole anyways.
Well, mine's probably going to be crying.
Oh, he's a good sport. He'll be clapping for him, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's a good look at him down there clapping.
Well, remember, you did this.
Stupid's a good guy.
You did this. Alright, now to the store.
Buy things from the black market.
I just want to see if there's anything cool there. Hmm.
Welcome to the black market. You can buy things. Shiny pink egg, shiny blue egg, shiny green egg. Fruit, seeds, cardboard box, someone you have.
Where do I change the menu options? To see if I have
Go back.
the whole Amy thing.
You gotta go to main menu.
Oh, main menu?
Yeah, you can exit from here.
Well, I guess
if
we're
you want.
done, right?
Yeah, you could exit from here, yeah.
Saving child data.
I think, Maria, you don't get till 175, but that could be wrong. I think
Oh,
it's like
possible.
the
How
last
many?
thing. 180,
I had how many?
170.
So it's pretty much the A ranks, and I suck at this.
Right.
Yeah. And Dark Chows.
Yeah, because
How many do you have? Like 175 already, right? Baby. It
I'm
says
missing. I don't think so, because I'm missing one for Sonic, one for Shadow, one for Chow Karate, and then like 3 races, I think. But once I get 1 race, I'll be able to get 2 races. Extra? And,
Options.
What was that noise? Me too.
oh yeah, options, and then go to, I think, the Sonic picture with it.
Me too. What you doing?
Oh, but Amy and Maria would show up in the cycle, and then we could pick them.
Oh,
If you
it's
go
just
to
them
ch-
sitting in the background. I thought they were gonna be like.
They read off things when you go into. If you go into his thing now. Oh, if you would go back in to change it, he like. I think he says, "What? I'm not good enough for you."
You don't like me?
I think he did say something like that.
The dark people get mad about it. The light people are like, "That's cool. Have fun."
I'll be crying on my own.
But you won't see me crying.
I don't want you to feel guilty about it or anything, just because you hurt my feelings. I'm
Yeah.
not a possessive girlfriend.
I didn't get Amy or Maria yet. I don't think I have Maria unlocked, and Amy has not come into rotation for me.
Oh,
She's
maybe.
very rare. Come into rotation.
Oh, so I gotta check next time I play.
Yeah, you just gotta keep.
You gotta keep
refreshing
going.
and checking.
Oh my gosh. All right. So are we done for tonight?
I suppose so.
Okay. Well then we'll just say thanks anybody who stopped in. Thanks anybody who checks out the VOD. Saturday Battle Network again. Tuesday. I'm really worried I'm gonna get mandatory overtime, so maybe I shouldn't make promises. But if things stay on course and I can do things, Tuesday will be 0-2. Thursday will be, I guess, this again. We can probably wrap it up. And then Saturday will again be Battle Network. That's just how it's going to be. Anything you would like to add before we sign off?
So this is redeeming Sonic for you? Vaguely?
I don't feel like it's rougher than I remember. I feel like I'm out of practice. Whereas DX is definitely one of those. It's like,
Jank.
oh man, you had the, you had the ability to make a 3D Sonic game, but you never asked if you should.
So Sonic has a good game, maybe.
It's I was going to be very surprised if I played this and I hated it. I definitely feel very out of practice, but that's a me thing. It's not a game. It's not on the game.
So there is a good Sonic game out there.
Well, I like Forces too, and a bunch of the 2D ones.
I think even Sonic people don't like Forces.
Yeah, there's a few oddball ones. Okay, there's like a few people that like it, and everybody just kind of gives you like a weird side eye. And it's one of those like, I had fun with it.
I guess that's it though.
Okay.
See everybody next week, I guess, with more Sonic. Bye-bye.
Then also